murdering people.
Well, that was audio that the individuals got. Hello, everyone! Welcome to Hero Complex. I think we're all good. I think my audio is set. Welcome to a very deadly episode of Hero Complex, or as I like to call it, Hero Complex Issue 7 Fuck Around and Find Out. The only one with the subtitle is Issue 7 Fuck Around and Find Out. Um, with that, we'll go ahead and introduce our Victa players for this evening. Uh, Going around the table and having everyone introduce themselves and their characters. And, like, maybe I think a really fun exercise would be what would be on your character's epitaph. I think that would be fun. I think that'd be a fun time. We'll start with Marquise because your reaction was aggressive and I appreciated it.
Hi everybody, I'm Marquise, sometimes known as Barty Time Online, your internet ex-boyfriend. And what would be on his epitaph? Currently, it would probably be defaced. So you wouldn't be able to see it anymore, because he has not been able to fix the mistake of his blog.
Valid. You didn't introduce who you were playing, if you don't mind doing that.
I am Jace Joy, who is the star known as Mr. Brightside. And we have the sun and light on our side.
And
so
he's
we're
healed from a massive stab wound.
Yep.
And that's an accomplishment. Being healed from a massive, massive stab wound. Look at him go. And you know what? We'll count that as our win for this episode. Moving on.
That was last episode.
Yeah, we'll count that as the win for both episodes. Moving on down the line, Sinan, how about you?
Hey, everyone. Sinan. I'm terrified about all the disclaimers we got even before this camera started rolling. My epitaph, I played Cyborg, the redeemed
Reformed.
What was it?
Reformed,
right. I couldn't.
You'll get it
my,
by the end of
sheet
game. In like 4 episodes when we're done, you'll get it.
It's there. I just have to push to talk, and while I'm trying to push to talk, I can't get to the PDF in time. Epitaph, what would be said? Oh, that guy, the guy who just sleeps in class and listens to very loud music, too loud that we can even hear it, even despite his headphones. He died. The guy who always looks at me weird whenever I'm feeling emotions. Oh, okay, that's sad, I guess. I think that's what people would say.
I like the fact that that is an epitaph, so it's all written out on your headstone. All of it.
Oh.
I really love that. I think that's actually impeccable.
Right.
I think it's impeccable. All of it written out on your headstone. Moving on down the line, Rob.
That's me. I'm Rob. Rob B. Rolling. I do the make-em-ups. But today, I'm most importantly playing Quincy Sparks, the brain. And yeah, Epitaph. He can't die. I'm just a little guy, so that's not even relevant. I don't think. I'm literally the tiniest guy on the team. So I just feel like it's
you
not
aren't playing with fire.
Here's the thing.
Your wife is the game master.
I don't even have powers, so I don't think anyone is gonna care about me.
Yeah, and you know what? I think what's great is you're sending the one without powers into BBEG headquarters, and I think that is the best.
BBEG doesn't. I don't have powers, so they're not like. They don't care.
Yeah, and they definitely won't see you being there as some sort of like treasonous act.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they definitely.
I'm glad
won't.
we're on the same
Yeah,
page.
of course.
This is what marriage. We're all just so on the same wavelength. It's wonderful.
Yeah, so true. The best part is I know I can kill Rob's character because he's not gonna do jack shit about it. Moving on down the line, Ruby.
Hi, I'm Ruby, and I'm playing Annabelle Sparks, or Kit. I think that her epitaph would just say Annabelle Sparks, darling younger sister, dear daughter, creative soul. Nothing about actual awards or accomplishments.
Oh, poor Annabelle. And that definitely won't happen either. You know, you're gonna stay alive. There's no epitaph. It'll be great.
Yeah.
It'll be great.
Here's the thing: narratively, only one of us can die, because then you have to have the other one live with the other one being dead. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's definitely the case, and not I could just kill everyone. Next, our lovely guest, a Siren.
Hello, I'm Siren, also known as Toby, and today I'm playing Val Prince, the delinquent whose epitaph would be probably beloved daughter, because no one who would be controlling his epitaph knows he's trans.
Way to make things sad before I kill you all. That's fine. Way to make things sad before I just murder you all. And then, bees. My lovely, lovely bees who didn't break me last episode, and there's no desire for revenge.
What?
Yeah. How about you?
Well, you guys heard it here. No desire at all for
Yeah,
revenge.
no, if it happens, it'll be a
So-
complete accident.
Complete. I believe that.
Mhm.
Totally.
I'm not
Oh.
responsible for my own actions, so
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah. Me either. So I feel that. What's up, everyone? I am Big Bees. Your happy, helpful harbinger of hype. And
ooh, the voice crack
I-
was impeccable.
I am playing Ash, your doomed superhero named Sage, and one of two things for his epitaph. It's either gonna just say who, or it's going to be blank.
It's probably blank. It's
Yeah,
probably
to be
blank.
just be 100% real, unless Quincy goes out of his way to like make one, because I think that'll probably be the only person that would do that.
Probably.
I like the thought though. that
Especially
it would be-
because since someone's gonna
Huh?
murder Janice.
I feel like it would
Don't
just be
control.
constantly overgrown though.
Yeah,
Oh, that
yeah,
would
it
be
probably
cute.
would be.
Or would it be constantly overgrown, or would it be like devoid of plant life? If Sage is
Ooh,
dead, I feel like it would be devoid of plant life.
maybe. Depends how I went out.
True. And we'll find out later.
Oh.
Anyway, my name is Anna. I am your man in the chair. I have a list of like warnings for this episode, but quite frankly, I don't know where it's gonna go. As you can tell, we talked a lot about character death. Each and every one of these players has given me the go-ahead to kill their character. Do not come for me if a character dies. I have been given explicit permission that can happen. That being said, this episode more than likely will get dark and will get sad. So, keep in mind that your mental health is more important than watching us play a silly little game. So if at any point you need to step away, you're not doing good, please exercise that ability. You saw me do it last week when I needed a moment to just step away after Bees broke the game. So, with that, we will go ahead and get started. We will be without Bees for a moment as he steps away to take care of some real-life family stuff, but that's okay. Where we last left off, the group of individuals that kind of make up a super team. Yes, Sparty? Yeah? Is there a problem? Is there something you want to say? There's just a whole lot of sass that looked like it was coming out from over there. A whole bunch of individuals who roughly make up a super team, escaped a hospital, and I say escaped because, like, normally you could check yourself out. They chose the route of breaking out, which, like, understandable. Sometimes you gotta leave AMA, and they took leaving AMA to an extreme. They took leaving AMA, meaning busting through the window via giant tree, and definitely getting Aegis aware of their presence. Specifically, aware of the presence of one lovely Jace Joy. The internet abuzz with the connection between how similar Jace Joy looks to one Mr. Brightside. His blog that he himself has made popped off. Some good, some very bad. And the internet is now abuzz with why is this 17-year-old child a superhero? because that is the conclusion everyone has made. It is no longer a question. It is confirmed fact in their head that this child is in fact a super, and is probably very dangerous, seeing as he destroyed a hospital. And that's only something bad people do. So, the group, after some back and forth, some arguments over what was the best decision, decided to go pay Aegis a visit. With the knowledge of our two ex-Aegis members, one Cywarp and one Val, with the knowledge that there's some stuff in there, not only a child that needs to be rescued, but some other potentially helpful individuals on their quest to defeat Aegis. That requires going into Aegis and going down to the depths of their prison. Prison is a term. It's not really a prison. It's more of like a science lab experiment holding area that we learned when we saw one Negative Nancy, now significantly older, with minimal memories, just living, I was gonna say his best life, but that's actually the opposite. Living his worst life, in this holding cell in Aegis's basement. So, we are going to open up on the crew's planning, if you will. Obviously, Cywarp and Val know the general layout of the Aegis headquarters. Mainly upstairs, it's office spaces. It's kind of like what you would think like a government building would look like. You get inside, you get past security, you sign in, and then you go to whatever floor the offices that you need to get to are on. However, there is a singular elevator in the very back of Aegis that, with the correct swipe card, can open up a secondary panel of buttons that'll take you downstairs. There is no downstairs according to everyone else. If you ask to go to the basement, there isn't one. But with the proper swipe card, you can access the basement buttons. There are 4 layers of basement in Aegis. Val and Cywarp, you've only been to the top 2. The top 2 are where the kind of like super training aspect is, like when you sign on to Aegis and you are like, I'm here for the greater good. That's kind of where those classes take place, where there's like a little bit of like, there's like a training room, there's a lot of classrooms, there's the like boarding rooms, etc. Like this was where you lived. You weren't really like, it was kind of like what's it called? What's that military boarding academy? North Point? West Point? West Point. West Point. It's kind of like West Point, where that is your home, that is where you do everything, and then on occasion you're allowed to leave. So that's your knowledge. The other 2 lower levels of the basement you have never been to, you have never been allowed to, and it's kind of one of those things that if you bring it up, you're gonna get like a swift backhand and be like, oh, we don't talk about the lower levels of the basement. They don't fucking exist. So how to get down there, you don't know. You just know they exist.
Okay, team. So, been thinking about this. I think our biggest and one of our few advantages is that we're a bunch of stupid teenagers. So they're gonna expect us to go at this like a bunch of stupid teenagers. In fact, they might, if they even expect us to come at this at all. So, from what you two have said, it sounds like there's very few ways to get down. If there's only one elevator, this plan changes slightly. But my thinking is, we get in one of those elevators, we go down as far as it will take us. Kit and I, we put that video feed in every other elevator down, so they don't know which whack-a-mole hole to hit. And then when they inevitably shut down all the elevators, Sage, you do what we did at the hospital, but through the elevator shaft to the bottom. honestly, we may honestly just have you do that pretty much right away. But in my head, they're going to expect we, use the actual point of egress. They're going to expect us to, or try to sneak in. I don't think sneaking in is going to work because they will have people who will see through us like that. Let's just be honest. So I think just shock and awe,
Making a
seems
distraction might
like,
also really prove to our advantage. We can
yeah,
definitely do what we can to loop some of the camera feeds once we get downstairs too, but I don't think I'll be able to do that until we get a closer proximity.
100%.
Okay.
Do I,
Oh
do
no,
I
go ahead.
know anyone in Aegis right now that works there that like I have a with my reformed thing have a connection to who can help us who I know is not the biggest fan of Aegis Prep or at least owe me too much that they would turn a blind eye.
Yeah, I think there are a couple of like still in the Aegis like recruitment system that you used to like I don't want to say like escape, but y'all would like go up to the roof and like smoke a cigarette, and then I think at one point you took the fall for someone who was going to like three strikes they're out kind of a situation, and you're like, no, it's totally me. They weren't there. And I think you would have the ability to get in contact with one or two of the recruits who are still there. They're probably decently high up in the recruitment system now because it's been a little bit. So at the very least, you would have someone who has access to the first two of the bottom four floors.
Cool. Yeah, so I also might know a couple of people who can potentially help us. I don't think they will stab us in the back. I understand that my tone of voice does not elicit confidence, but
Hey, that is the level we are operating at. If
thank
you
you.
have that amount of confidence, then that is the amount of confidence we have, and we move forward with it,
I I I
whatever it
I
is.
I actually, I mean, if it was just me, I would have more confidence in this. I would be like, "Fuck this!" But now that like if I make a mistake, other people that might get hurt. People that I like now think are friends. At least I think you guys are my friends. I don't know, whatever. That's why I don't want to ask people for sure, but I'm pretty sure they wouldn't stab us in the back, or they're like super major dicks. And if they're super major dicks, I will kill them before going down. So I think it's okay for us to call them.
And if
Eh,
not, we'll
Okay.
figure it out.
What?
And if not, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, yeah. If we don't get killed, we will
I
figure it
I
out.
I just wanted to double check, guys, because I haven't been on the ball. Um, so
And so
I don't wanna keep messing up. So when you give me the signal, you want me to just go full send.
Yeah, we need a tree in their elevator shaft that we can slide down to the bottom floor, kind of deal.
Okay. All
Um,
right.
weird
I
sexual
just
innuendo.
yeah, I just wanted to make sure because I yeah. Okay. All right.
yeah, yeah.
I'm ready.
Mm, just how are we getting in the building?
Is that a distraction, right?
What
I
time is it right now?
I would say it's probably sometime the next day, giving, Mr. Brightside some time to heal. So I'd say it's probably midday the next day. So like the office workers would still be in like the definitely not criminal drug front like office workers would be in there still during that part of the day. So you can either wait until they leave if you want the building to be more empty, or you can take advantage of the fact that the office workers are still there.
I mean, if the office workers are still there, a lot of the business like a lot of the security would have their eyes closer towards the business, right? Which means that they wouldn't be looking at things down below nearly as much. That might be the distraction we're looking for. If someone can just keep security preoccupied upstairs for a few minutes.
Plus, there's gonna be a lot more people coming in and out, especially if you do around like right around the lunch rush.
Mm-hmm.
There's more potential of getting to. You're definitely not gonna stab us in the back, friends, and the elevators without trouble if
I
there's more
do want to
people.
correct one point of your plan. There is a singular elevator that goes to the basement. It is not all
Singular
of them.
elevator.
There is one
Okay.
elevator that has the access that opens up the extra buttons.
So
Mhm.
we need one person to cause a minutes long distraction.
We could blow something up on the
Um,
upper floors. That's where
well,
the offices are, right?
I don't know if we need to immediately.
I
Doesn't
can
have to be a big
cause
explosion.
a minutes long distraction non-violently if that is what is necessary. The problem
please.
being that I probably will not be able to show up quickly and or at all.
Right.
I think I have an idea. I just found my notes about my contacts.
Okay.
And
Yeah, I know there's an adult contact you have too. I just forgot who it
I,
was.
I have three contacts. Two of them. One of them I owe a big favor to, and they'll help me. But if I'll have to do something for them, one of them it's like fair, and one of them owes me, and the one who owes me is actually an info broker that works for Aegis and has a lot of like information on them because I like yeah, I helped them a couple of times. Would it be realistic if I called them and asked them for information on how, if there's anything we can know about how to get in there, and also if they can give Aegis some kind of a faulty lead on some crazy stuff going on, so that people go there?
Yeah, I think it's within reason for you to have the knowledge that the best way, like, you are going to smuggle 6 teenagers down into the barracks is if they were all, like, in uniform. Because you're allowed to be able to go down, like, you can technically move throughout the building, and, like, sometimes you had, like, little stupid jobs like mailroom runs. So, like, the best way for you to be able to get them is for you to all be in uniform.
Yeah. How hard
However,
would it be for your guy to get us 6 uniforms?
however,
Uh-huh.
everyone in uniform also had ID badges that needed to be scanned pretty much everywhere you go. So yes, uniforms will immediately make it so people are like, oh, they're supposed to be here, they're doing stuff. The issue becomes the ID badges. I will let you choose. He can either get you 6 uniforms, or he can get you 2 ID badges.
Well, the person I owe a favor to, but would help me if I did a favor for them, is actually the quartermaster and the R&D person in Agents. So they could give me
Okay?
ID badges, right? And I
They
could
could.
promise them to do something.
Yeah.
And then the other person can cause a distraction or tell me if there's anything I should know about the whole thing. Maybe I might go all in on my favors.
I am trying to think of what the quartermaster would want back from you.
Maybe Aegis has some kind of information on them and I can delete that or steal it or
You
something.
can always go with the classic IOU of you're gonna just do me a favor when I ask, and you
No,
can't say no.
no, that's not
Oh.
as fun. I want
Yeah,
Sinan
he's
to have to
being
make a
mean.
difficult choice right now.
Ooh.
Golden Prophet?
Yay.
No, because he doesn't care about the Golden Prophet anymore. She just fucking abandoned that
I
man.
care about the Golden Prophet. The Golden
She doesn't care about him.
me.
She doesn't care about him, like, at all.
Everyone
care about
abandons
her, though.
me.
I think what does the quartermaster want from you?
Is there something that he might have access to or might be able to get to that would be worth a shit ton in Aegis headquarters?
Think the connection to Mr. Brightside is enough that this quartermaster get me pictures of Spider-Man. Um, this quartermaster wants kind of like exclusive, like Mr. Brightside rights, because in the fact, like, if you monetize supers, you know, news outlets, all of newspapers, like gossip magazines, if he is the only person to have ever had contact and not just like I took a picture of Mr. Brightside, he wants to be able to sit down and actually interview Mr. Brightside. Definitely without any Aegis strings attached. Wink wink. Which, I mean, Mr. Brightside probably won't care about, because he's Mr. Brightside.
Do we know who this is coming from, and can I do a background check?
Cywarp knows who it's coming from. It's the quartermaster in... I don't know if we ever gave them a name. I don't think we did. But yeah, if you do a quick background check, I mean, this person has worked for Aegis, like, their whole life. This is just, like, any kind of, like, LinkedIn search is just, like, Aegis, and, like, slowly building up the ranks. So they do have a very consistent work history, and you can take their loyalty to that as you will.
Got it. Okay, cool.
Sorry, my internet completely disconnected the entire time. I constantly went in and out and in and out, and it just, I think now came back.
Yeah.
And that was like horrible timing. I don't know why that fuck that
You're
happened.
good.
I'm so sorry. I can try to.
You're good.
It's storming like crazy outside, and
all
so I might be
The
that.
quartermaster wants an exclusive interview, like sit down, one-on-one with Mr. Brightside in the Aegis headquarters. Like, he doesn't want to meet them anywhere else. He wants Mr. Brightside to come to Aegis and sit down and have an interview with him. And it is up to you to decide whether or not that's just it, or if there would be more to that.
Can I negotiate?
What do you want to... Yeah, what do you want to negotiate?
I
Keeping
mean,
in mind you
neutral
owe him...
grounds?
You owe him for this big favor.
Well, neutral grounds, possibly. You know, this is
Why don't
Should I
you...
talk with them?
I mean, you
See
can...
what-
Up to you.
I think we said their name was.
I don't remember their fucking name.
I have them here.
So now I forgot they existed. I can't remember their name.
One was Mad Mac. Oh, it was Mr. Kane.
Hmm.
And Ellen Bell was the other one, and the Mad Magpie was the weapons person that we both owe each other a favor. These are all names from the book.
Love it. I am going to say, because you have to owe him, the odds he is going to negotiate are very slim. Keeping in mind that he will lose his job, which he has worked at Aegis since he was like 16, because he was a recruit, if it is found out that he is helping you.
Why would they want to work why would they want the interview to be in the Aegis headquarters then, right?
Gee, I wonder.
Gee, I wonder.
Oh shit.
Maybe because that's like the only known super other than you, like the only person who's been fully connected to being a super.
But how do they know I'm working with Mr. Brightside?
He just assumed, because you are also a super who ran away, basically.
I mean, I think it's more like, hey, sure, I'll do this. You find me Mr. Brightside and get him to come.
You
to an
get me
interview.
pictures of
Like,
Spider-Man. He doesn't know you're Peter Parker. He just
Okay.
knows that you could potentially do it.
Jay Jameson.
Am I talking to him on the phone, or is this through messages?
Do you
or-
want to talk to him on the phone, or do you want to just... Do you think RPing with him is going to help the situation?
I mean, I'll just set certain specifications in there.
Okay, what's your specifications?
I mean, I'll talk to them. I'll try to convince them, but how they decide or what they do in the interview is all up to them. This is a guy who lifted me up almost like to the sky for a second, and just to tell me just to convince me to trust them and also let go. Did a trust fall in the fucking sky? So if you really want that, okay.
I have no
I think you
concerns
actually
that
want
that will. I have no concerns that that will be a non-issue.
Okay. You are lucky I cannot hear your thoughts or emotions over the phone.
That's how you defeat Mr. Brightside. Everything's FaceTime.
Yeah. Miss Brightside. Oh, I mean, are we using team names or real
I mean,
names
you
now?
are all in the underground right now, so
I mean, so you like walked off to have a private conversation, and now you're calling me. Is that what happened?
Would you be okay with for us to be able to get passes to get into Aegis headquarters in return for that? Would you be okay with going and
like a
doing
Taylor Swift concert.
an interview with Aegis in Aegis headquarters with them? They just want an interview. It's totally not a trap, but it's totally a trap. But they totally say it's not a trap. But you know, Aegis is always so honest, right? Yeah, you guys are so honest.
Just roll to make me take a powerful blow. Jesus Christ.
I'm not trying to do that. I'm
No,
trying to.
don't offer that this session,
This is-
Right.
Mr.
So
Four Conditions.
we can
Yeah,
use it
no.
as an opportunity to get at them, and like, oh, we know it's a trap, but we're walking into the trap, and us walking into the trap is the trap kind of situation. You know what I mean? Happens in movies all
he
the
like
time.
stares at you like really hard. Just, I need you to tell me that I will walk out of that building.
With
I hope we will. Is kind of going off book here.
If I give this interview, I don't want I don't want to watch, and I want to walk out of that building. As long as that happens, he can have his interview.
What about this? When this interview happens, I will be with you every step of the way, and if it is some kind of a trap, we will go berserk on them together as a team or a duo. I don't know if the others will join us. If they don't, it will be as a duo, and I'll do everything I can to get us out of there. I'm trying to like take it one step at a time with all our issues right now. So we'll
Okay.
get out of the building once that happens. Once the interview happens. I mean, you do realize he's a teenager, so if you guys do anything, it's like child violence and shit, right? That's like bad. We're not like 1980s Turkey, right? We're actually like developed at this point. We're
And
not
you
gonna, like,
know,
increase someone's
just as
age
well as
to-
I do, that we have ways of making things and people disappear if needed.
So
That was not reassuring. What the fuck? I'm just not-
It doesn't have to be. You want something from me, so I'm allowed to want something back. It's your.
What?
It's up to you.
I-
The ball is
I-
in your court, Con.
There is no reception right now.
tell him yes.
What did the team think? Yes, okay, fine. It's a yes. I like you. I'm ready to die. We should be friends. So let's keep this positive, right? It's an interview. It's a cool interview, right? Like the yeah, cool. Yeah.
Click.
Yeah.
Click.
Fucking asshole. I never hated like them. We got badges now. Yay!
well done.
Yay.
They don't know where we are, and we can always go back on our deal and get back at them before they ask for the deal and kill them because it's Aegis. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. What the fuck? I was worried about my math exam the other day.
Hey,
Breathe.
you had a great idea. Let's do one problem at a time.
Alright.
Here.
I have nicer other contacts in there who owe me a favor. We could also utilize them. So just
Okay.
like yeah.
sounds like we'll have uniforms, and a couple of us will have ID badges. That should be enough to get us in the elevator, and then we have a way to get down, and then we just
No, you don't have a way to get
No,
down.
we only have the 2 badges. We
Well-
don't have. Wasn't it one of the other?
Stages
So
are way down. Is my implication.
it was one or the
Check
other.
out the
Badges were chosen. However,
I thought
if
there
Sinan,
was a 2 contact.
yeah, I think Sinan's using a second contact to get the uniforms.
Now I'll call the one with the one who owes me a favor.
Who will willingly give you uniforms. Like, no problem. Will deliver them where you want. Like,
Great.
freshly
Yeah,
hand pressed.
The debt you owe me is only half paid now. Yay! Congratulations.
Kiss it.
Yes, half paid. Do you have any idea how much shit I got into? To help you. I got kicked out of Aegis. Yeah. It's not. Yeah. I didn't get kicked out. I left on my own, but that's what he thinks. So that's all good. That's what they think. So
Wow.
yeah. So half paid. Thank you. Cool.
So, yes, you have 2 badges. Oh no, you have all badges because this was the deal. You all have badges. Badges are just IDs. They will not get you into like the special little elevator floors. They are just IDs that are like scanned at every checkpoint to make sure that you are where you need to be at all times. It's watches without watches. It's just keeping track of where everyone is at all times. You have uniforms, so you are able to walk freely throughout the building without any issue. And then the badges will, kind of double down on the fact you're supposed to be in that building, because at any time an adult could be like, show me your fucking badge, and if you didn't have one, you'd be fucked. So you have the ability to walk freely throughout all of the like floors, and then the top 2 bottom floors. That is where you all have explicit permission to be with this and with this disguise and badge setup.
So at that point, we just need to basically we can get to the secret elevator, to the bottom 2nd floor, and then the 3rd and 4th floor where we
You
can't get.
cannot activate
currently.
the elevator without the actual activation key card, which adults have.
Gotcha.
There are 2 adults that have these activation key cards. To your knowledge, or to Cywarp's knowledge, there are 2 adults.
Do you have any idea who those might be?
The 2 individuals, to your knowledge, who have the key cards, is one individual who has been like basically like your precept, so technically like just a little bit older than y'all, like 18, 19, who is able to like watch you and make sure you're going where you need to go. So still technically a teen, but like older and also kind of an adult. They have it to be able to take you down to the bottom floors. And then the like headmaster, if you will, of the area, the like adult who is very like the one who goes out and is like, yay, join us. The same woman who ran the
Pep rally.
the pep rally, she also has a card.
Have we seen her at Christmas parties?
Probably.
Okay, then I'm sure that in our uniforms and everything, we're trying to stay, relatively discreet. But then I would elbow you and go, "Psst, Quincy, wasn't she the one like hammering you with a million questions at Christmas? You could
Oh gosh, yeah.
talk to her."
That's true. The twins technically wouldn't need uniforms to be in the top floors, because like
Mhm.
you're allowed to be there. It's the bottom floors where that would be like, hey, you're not supposed to be here. But also, you probably wouldn't get as big of a punishment as everyone else. You would probably just be like, what you doing down here, bud? Go back
gonna tell your
upstairs. Scoot,
moms."
scoot, scoot. Exactly.
I
So-
think also like sticking with the guard outfits gives us more freedom of movement. If it was very clear, hey, the twins are in the building,
True.
it would be all right. Security is going to be escorting them and say exactly where they're going. Like it would be a whole thing. We don't know.
Very true.
Hey GM, let
Mhm.
me know if this is a thing I can't have.
Definitely sounded like you said Jim, but yes.
Hey
Hey, Jim.
So yeah, at Christmas parties, she's always trying to get us to do a press piece on Aegis and like the whole youth programming. I mean,
You weren't a
what do you
part of
think?
youth programming.
Right. I'm saying that she wants us, the tech twins, with our outlet to like make a youth programming like puff piece. Right? Like how like is it conceivable that we could be like,
They
hey,
want us to be the face of the company, being like, we're giving our endorsement for this other thing that Aegis does.
like is it conceivable that I could be like, hey, Annabelle and I want to check out where like the Aegis people actually train because we're interested in finally doing the like puff piece that you've been begging us
Yes,
to do.
but it then creates the issue Ruby was talking about, which is if the twins are in the building, you will be escorted everywhere. You will not be allowed to go anywhere on your own.
Mhm,
In that
mhm.
case, actually, that might not be a bad thing. So, Quincy,
Mhm.
they would be way more interested in talking to you. They don't give a shit if I'm there. So, if you announce yourself,
Mhm.
security would be all over you two, and then we could make our way downstairs.
Yeah,
Just,
you're not
I'll
wrong.
just stay in this.
Yeah, I mean, you, we've mentioned a distraction. I can keep talking for a long time, and then eventually I can try and slip away. But
So, to clarify, I want to make sure the current plan Quincy will go in plainclothed to get, the attention of most of the
Mhm,
adults, security,
mhm.
etc. on him. The rest of you will go in the recruit uniforms to the elevator. This still does not solve the needing to get downstairs in the elevator problem.
Well, so like if I'm going downstairs with my escort, is it like inconceivable that a bunch of other recruits with like
No,
boxes of stuff could also
that's
hop in?
that's
So
fine.
that like that would be my
I'm
thought.
thinking is like if a bunch of us are going down to the same floor at the same time and say, "Hi, we're headed to this floor." They aren't going to say, "Show us your ID badges" in a building if you say, "Oh, we're also going to that
Well,
floor."
No, yeah,
the good
they
news
would.
is you all
Like,
have ID
yeah.
badges. Like you all are supposed to be you all just can't
Yeah,
use the elevator. So you would have to wait for one of these adults anyway.
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay. Is that a plan everyone agrees to?
I mean, I'm the least powerful in a fight.
I work.
With a capital
I
P.
dig.
Mhm.
As
Okay.
you
Yeah.
all put on your
Val is gonna raise his hand, uh, because there's a thing he should probably do. I'm gonna raise my hand and just go, so I don't know about y'all. I've been awake for about 20 hours and if we're gonna go commit crimes, I need a coffee. And I also would prefer not to leave the uniform that I paid a decent chunk of money for in the sewers. So I'm probably good. Do y'all mind if I like go back to my house for like 30 minutes and change my clothes, please?
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, go.
Cool. Thank you. He's gonna dip.
That's the Emperor's New Groove scene of I've been turned into a cow. Can I
Can I
go?
go
Can I go home? You're excused. Anyone else now? We're good.
Mhm.
Before we move on, can I like just drag Quincy to a corner?
Hi.
Hey, yeah, no one's listening. So I just wanted to you remember that time when you said don't ask questions about the whole not being able to get emotions or to the
Oh, wow, I sure do. Yeah.
yeah.
oh
So
boy.
we're about to walk into the belly of the beast here, right? And it's no secret anymore that neither you two nor me have connections with there, but I don't know you two from there. So clearly you guys had a whole different thing going. I don't want to put you on the spot. We're
Yes, you do.
just, developing this whole team thing and connection, and I want the whole positive vibes going. But I feel like if we're going to go in there, we kind of need all the information we can get. and we also need to be all the kind of honest with each other. So I feel like I gotta ask, like, what's the deal with you guys and Aegis? What happened there? What is that? Clearly, you guys are not disgruntled grunts like me. Uh, so, like, what happened? What's going on? If we're gonna do this together and trust each other with this whole craziness, I feel like the trust needs to be a little bit both ways. You know what I mean?
I think I need you to roll to pierce my mask because I don't think I'm gonna. I think the dice need to tell me if you're getting anything here.
You said it's just the two of you, right?
Yes.
All right, cool.
That's what was Pierce the Mask?
I
Mundane, I
believe it's
think?
mundane.
Sorry that I keep asking every single time.
Pierce the mask is
6
Monday.
plus
Yep.
1 plus 1, 8.
8. I'm gonna spend my influence over you to give you -2 to make that a 6.
Okay, buddy.
So hey, you get an experience.
Yay! Experience! So exciting!
Can I use my influence over them to block that somehow? Is that a
Do you
thing that
have
I
influence? I don't have you having influence over me, do you?
I don't think you do.
Only Mr. Brightside and Kit currently have influence over
Never
me.
mind then. I
According to
just
my
know I had
notes.
influences over some people and I assumed it could be you. I have it marked somewhere. Sorry. Fine.
You're good. Hey, yeah, I can see how I'm trying to see how this isn't putting me on the spot, but I promise that if there was anything I could tell you to you know help with this, I would. I don't think telling you in this moment is going to help, is what I'll say. I don't think it's gonna make things easier or more simple.
Wait, I do have influence over you. I have that under my influence. Kid Dev and Sprite Side.
Oh,
Under people that I have
um,
influences over.
influence. That would mean you have a 7 then,
Uh,
because you have a +1 to your rolls with against me. So I guess I would have just not spent that because that would be dumb.
so then he would have a 9.
Yeah, which because 7 and 9
Still
are
a
the
partial success. So, yeah,
Yeah.
you're allowed to ask one question about the situation. Or about him.
So what's the deal? Or okay, fine. What could I gain something from? What could we learn that will help us and increase our chances in this from your guys' connection to Aegis and everything? I hope that made sense. It's been a long day.
So in narrative, probably what I'm gonna say is like basically everything I'm saying of like I'm kind of just gaslighting you and guilting you to just move on in a panic. But like the thing that you get is that like you like just dipped out of Aegis, but like I clearly have made like some kind of like they have something over me or they've made some kind of deal with them that is like it's not an ongoing thing, but it's just like you know Aegis and I kind of just like shook hands and and agreed to like stay in our separate corners of the room.
Quincy, you would be allowed on the 3rd floor. But just you.
So you guys just were there and amicably just parted ways.
Again, it's a lot more complicated than that, but what I can say is that this distraction is definitely going to work.
I swear.
I'm going to sell it. I'm going to sell it like it's Black Friday episode with a lot of marketing budget behind it, you know? Like
All right.
eh,
I'm sorry.
I no, yeah. I would like to be more in depth, but at this point, I just feel like we don't have the time. In fact, aren't we supposed to be picking up some ID badges right now?
Yes, I'm keeping my eye on the clock. I appreciate it. I respect what that you have reasons for not sharing whatever it is. The part of this that you're clearly not sharing with me, but I know you have your reasons, and I appreciate you. Just want to say that the trust needs to go both ways at some point, but I
Yes, totally. Sorry,
appreciate how
Kit,
much you've
let me
shared.
know that
So
she needs something. Sorry, 1 second.
My
This is probably
mommy's
really important
calling
planning
me.
stuff.
I can hear your I can feel the
Uh-huh.
guilt
Yep.
right
Nope.
now.
That's great to hear. Thank
I-
you.
It's exactly
Literally,
the kind of guilt when people are lying.
uh, hey, Jim.
Yeah.
Can I clear afraid by running from something difficult?
Yeah, go ahead.
Thanks.
All right, we're gonna fast forward to outside of Aegis. Now in Aegis uniforms, sans Quincy. Now with Aegis IDs, sans Quincy. To be fair, Quincy, probably you don't need. Would you tell your group that you are able to get to the 3rd floor of the basement without an adult?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so.
I
Um,
would not.
but that's the only floor, so you can't get to 1 or 2 or 4. You have exclusive 3rd floor access alone. But as you all enter the doors. I don't know why I got a DM and my brain hurts. So as you enter, Quincy, you are immediately swept up by a couple of the security team. They are offering to escort you upstairs. The assumption that you want to go work on some watch stuff or some other stuff upstairs. But you can tell them no if you want. The other.
has an appointment with insert their name.
So you want to go talk to the headmaster situation?
Yes, yeah, that was my goal is like get them to show me to the 2nd floor so that they can get in the elevator while I'm getting escorted down there by them.
Sure. I'm gonna just say for the sake of time, you're able to meet with them. You're able to have a quick conversation and be like, "Oh, I would love, so much love, to be able to."
My moms are always talking about how they so respect all the work you do and are so glad you could come to these family functions and we're so interested in your process.
Cyborg, before you enter the building, can you roll to unleash your powers for me?
But I know if I do that, people will die.
No, you're not in the building. You're okay. That's why I said before you enter the building.
Oh shit! 6 and a 5 plus freak, right?
Yeah. Doesn't matter. You double,
well.
triple succeed. Val.
Yeah?
What'd you do?
Oh, he knows what I did?
Oh, he knows what you did. He rolled a 12.
Through pictures or just straight up?
No, through pictures. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sure. You see, I guess you're just standing there, and you get images combined with guilt of Val standing in a kitchen that's a little bit dirty. There's a bunch of bottles on the counter. He has a phone in his hand. He is yelling into the phone, and there is anger. You can see like the 5 stages of grief go through his face before he hangs up the phone and leaves again. Does that work?
Yep, that's fine.
Everything okay at home? problems while getting your changing clothes, or that's what you said you were doing, right?
Yeah, I got the clothes. Why?
No, just double checking part of the team and stuff, right? Yeah.
I like watching beads.
I met you guys like an hour ago. 2 hours. How long has it been?
It's been a
12
couple.
hours?
It's been like
Well, yeah.
a
well,
day and a
12 hours
half.
ago.
Well, we're walking into the belly of the beast, and you helped us break our friend out of the hospital. And as far as that goes, I started calling this group of team, and what I don't know, even less stuff happened, or I forgot now. It's been a long couple of days. So everything okay though?
Everything's fine.
Cool. Home life good. Trying to get to know.
You say home life good, and he looks at you. He just makes direct eye contact with you for like 5 long seconds. And then just turns around and keeps
Oh, no, is
walking,
there someone
whichever
behind
direction
me?
they're
Is there
going.
someone behind me, or is he just watching? Is that what's going?
No, he's just making direct eye contact with you. Thanks for like 5 seconds and then just keeps going.
Oh, where'd you go? Oh.
We good, friend? Shall we go into the belly of the beast?
Do it.
Something's going on.
Is there anything you'd like to do before you all make it to the elevator?
Pray.
Valid.
Very tiny.
let- okay.
Can I try and get a general idea of how much power is around us? I want to get an idea of basically, does it feel like there is an intense amount of digital and virtual security down below and throughout this building? Or is it more, it seems like a basic power grid for the building? You know?
You would know that it is souped up.
Okay.
It is
But
like
it's-
if it had you would not be surprised if it had its own nuclear reactor amount of power.
Okay, got it. Cool. Good to know.
It might, quite frankly, it might. You don't know, but it has a lot of power.
Okay, duly noted.
All right, to the elevator.
Mhm.
All
Yeah.
of you cram into the elevator. As you are. Sorry, y'all need to stop with the gifs. And anyway, Rob's also been making me crack up in chat, calling Sinan Stanley Yelnats for digging all those holes. Anyway,
I don't know what that reference is.
holes. The
We'll watch a movie
yeah, we'll
at
watch the
some
movie
point
together.
sometime.
You'll love it. It is
Yeah,
actually
just come to New York. Like you
cinema.
just said.
Once we finish buying a house, Sinan, we're working on it. Anyway, as you all kind of cram into this elevator, it's not a big elevator. Hopefully none of y'all are claustrophobic, kind of how big this elevator is. The headmistress is like the first one in, very tightly, like back against the wall. She scans the card as you all are kind of pushing in. Very clearly, you're going downstairs. Like that's what it is. As she, waves her card to open the other little compartment to hit floor 2, her watch beeps. She looks at her watch, and Cywarp, you can immediately feel anger and suspicion as she kind of presses a couple of buttons on her watch, and the elevator begins to move downward.
Anyway, so as I was saying, I think that the best thing to do.
Did
would be
Quincy
to, like,
up his, like, nasaliness to talk to an adult? Can't tell you anything.
I think, by the way, connection went a little odd right when you were saying I felt guilt while going on the elevator. Did you finish that? What that I felt? Sorry,
Who? The
me. Did you say
headmistress?
I felt like
She felt
Okay.
anger and the other word wasn't guilt.
suspicion.
Suspicion. Thank you.
Okay, cool. All right.
Yep.
Sorry.
So part of the plan was while this distraction is happening and while we're moving down, I am hacking into the security to get the camera feeds to loop.
Mhm.
So I wonder if I can get an like glimpse of something on our way to the elevator that shows like where any kind of security room would be, or if
You
there's
would
just a way
know.
that I can yeah, okay,
Because you've
cool.
been in this building many times. Like this, you work here. So you know where the security room is with all of the cameras. You've probably talked to the security guy, Tim, a couple of times.
Okay,
I mean, like, your
cool.
mom's probably, like, brought you to Tim and was like, now, if you need anything, make sure you know, like, that, like, go find a person in uniform if you're in danger kind of a parent thing. I think your parents probably, like, brought you to Tim and then, like, pop quizzed you on what, like, his, like, schedule was so you could always find him if you needed.
Okay, in that case, if I knew all of this going in for that part of the plan, probably I would say, okay, I'll meet back up with you. Like I'll meet with you at like on the second floor in 10 minutes, and while like they kind of go right, I'm gonna take a left to go to the security room and see if I can just be like, "Hey, I've got your favorite orange drink. I've got your Fanta that you like so much. I'm just gonna put it over here for you," and just like try and it might. She's absolutely going to try and like deep voice in Fargo because she doesn't know what else to do to act like an adult security guard.
Love it. Immediately when you said orange drink, though, I thought like Bodega orange drink, significantly better than Fanta. Anyway,
Yes, I mean it should have been that, but
that's okay. You wouldn't know as a child, probably not. You have not found the ways yet.
yeah.
I would say so. You have a couple options. You can just plan it out to where Tim has taken his lunch break and the room is empty.
If I know exactly when he takes his lunch break, then absolutely I just go in really quick and see if I can get the security footage looping.
I'm gonna say I'm not even gonna make you roll. That's something you should be able to do real easy.
Okay.
Snip snap, clip clap boom.
Mhm.
Situation. Tim won't be there for another like 15 minutes, so if you want to fuck around with anything else in the security room, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah, so if I can go ahead and I'm assuming that the building it has something that is going to, much like the watches, let off some kind of alarm if powers or sense being used in the building. I'm assuming there's some kind of trackers like that.
Yes.
Is there a way that we can bring down some of those barriers or at least the sensitivity threshold? I don't know if that's something that I can get access to, but that way we don't have to worry as much about our powers and us stealthing pinging something.
Roll to unleash your powers. This will not count against you in the way that I talked about. This is tech, so.
Okay, great. Cool. Let me see. Unleash your powers is free.
Free.
Yeah.
Yep.
Beautiful. Just wanted to make sure. Oh, that is a 10.
Let's go. You can't get rid of it entirely.
Mhm.
But you're able to like dampen the slider of what level is considered like there was already like a low-ish level in the barracks because they use teenage supers, they train them. So like they're like, okay, obviously we're not going to pull the fire alarm anytime a teenage super, uses their powers. So you just kind of took those levels from the top two floors and moved them to the bottom two, which were like much more sensitive. They are still sensitive, don't get me wrong. Like if you like fully exert yourself, then it's gonna ping. But if you do small things, it's not gonna ping anymore.
And that's exactly what I was going for.
Yeah.
That's great.
Cool.
So, I'm gonna briefly do that, not make a big scene of it, and then once I know that all the cameras are looping and we've got that, then I'm gonna
As
make my
you
way out.
finish, you
Mhm.
get a notification on the screen that is from the headmistress that was clearly sent from her watch that says Intel, 5 intruders, level 2.
I'm going to broadcast into the earpieces. She knows. Calmly see if there is a way to extricate yourself. There is an alarm for 5 intruders. Be calm, but see if you can extricate yourselves. Okay, heard?
Do I have an earpiece? Or am I just like I'm just chilling.
You're
Great.
just
I love
chilling.
that.
It's everyone else is getting this very intense message, and then in the movie version we cut for a second from all right everyone, we're made to Val. Boo, doo-doo-doo-doo,
Val
Yeah, elevator music.
Just music in his head. Yeah.
doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Well, you
vibing.
are on the elevator, so good luck extricating yourself. Bing! Doors open. All of you are met face to face with 6 very heavily armored, very heavily weaponed Aegis agents.
Boy.
I'm going to immediately step out in front, and with all of the gravitas that my like tiny body can muster, be like, oh hey, I think I might recognize a couple of you. This is a bigger greeting than normal, and try and just like really try and like take up as much space and
Well,
social.
you can do that after we set up the things we need to set up for a fight.
Oh, jeez.
Let's do
Yeah.
that really quick.
Ooh, I'm still in the security room.
Yep.
Incredible.
Oh,
when
It's
you
gonna be a
enter-
fucking video game mini game. I love it.
When you enter a battle against a dangerous foe as a team, add 2 to the team pool. So we currently have 3 because at the start of the session you get 1. Why do you have 5 up, Rob?
Oh, yeah.
You can't math. If the leader has influence over every teammate, add another team. I still don't think y'all have a leader. Cool. If everyone has the same purpose in the fight, add another team. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't need to ask. You do not all have the same purpose in the fight. If any team member mistrusts the leader of the team, remove a team. Again, you don't have a leader, so I'm not gonna make you remove a team. If your team is ill-prepared or off-balance, remove a team. Thank you. To Kit, you are not off-balance. Kit called it out, so you are prepared enough for this to consider you not being off-balance. So you
Good
have...
MVP.
You have 3 team, keeping in mind that with the team, you can spend it to help a teammate, giving them +1 to their role. If you can explain how you help your teammate, that can be during their role. It doesn't have to be on your turn. It's specifically not on your turn. You can also use team selfishly. When you act selfishly, you can say how your actions ignore or insult your teammates, removing 1 team from the pool and shifting your label, shifting 1 label up and 1 label down, and then you can choose this option after rolling, after you've shifted the labels. I am going to say, for the purpose of this fight, Val cannot use team.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's literally what I was gonna ask.
Yeah, Val
I
cannot
am not a
use
part
team.
of this team.
However, Val, I will let you have 1 quote-unquote team of your own to act selfishly if you want to shift labels to help fix something. So I'm gonna say that we're going to take a quick couple-minute break because I think it's important Sinan is here for this. So we're going to take a 5-minute break or until Sinan gets back. And then we'll come back and hopefully, a bunch of armored men fighting teenagers. Nothing could go
Oh,
wrong.
wait.
Nothing
I have a question.
could... Yeah, what's up? What's your
I have
question?
a question though. Why are we waiting for Sinan to get back? It's not like he fucking warned us of this shit.
I don't think he actually
He's
knew.
doing
I don't
exactly
think
what he did before
Sinan
then.
knew.
Sinan's doing exactly what Cywarp is doing exactly what Cywarp did before. Nothing.
I'm
I
just...
forgot to mention that Val was sus.
No, he did. He said,
No, he
hey... he said,
To-
hey,
he
guys.
said it to Val. He was like, "Hey,
gestured and was
you
like,
okay?"
"Hey, bud, you doing
It'll
okay?"
be fine. Everything will be fine. Nothing is wrong. We'll be back in 5 minutes, everyone. See you soon.
Pray for us.
Okie dokie, we are back. We are here. We are ready to fight some evil beings, some evil beings. 6 very heavily armed, very heavily armored adult men have greeted our team right outside the elevator. Quincy, I know you had something you wanted to try to do to just divert the whole thing.
Yeah, seeing I think very quickly the posture of these individuals, I'm gonna very quickly pivot, and I'm going to on my earpiece say to my sibling, tell the elevator down, and I want to use my special third floor access and try and just force with me and Kit working the security station, just just close the elevator on these 6 fools and just dive, right? Like
Yeah, there should
that's
be pretty
my
simple
goal.
overrides, right?
Yeah, I'm not even gonna make you roll. I think with that idea, we'll let Rule of Cool reign on that end with Kit and Quincy. Keep in mind, the headmistress is still with you. She didn't step
Mhm.
out, so she's in the
Yeah,
elevator with you.
I knew you I knew you would not miss
Yeah, that part.
how dumb this is.
Yeah, so as you hit the 3rd floor and the door now opens on the 3rd floor, you are welcomed to a like very sterile scientific lab space. Quincy, this is the lab you used not too long ago to
do stuff.
do stuff. As all of you kind of, I'm going to say, spill from the elevator, because this was a jolt. This was not like a gentle down. This was a hurry the fuck up situation. As you all kind of fall out of the elevator, the headmistress of the kind of Aegis program actually sends herself back up. So you are now locked on the 3rd floor with no other way out because she has now taken the elevator up. Yes, Marquise, you look very excited to do something.
So the thing that he wanted to do was he just wanted to take her key card. That was the only thing he was focused on, was trying to like somehow get her key card away from her to get us access to a different floor.
Okay.
Even if she doesn't make it, so to speak. But I wasn't sure. I was like, his single focus is on the
You're
card.
gonna kill her for her key card?
No, not gonna kill anyone for a card.
You said she didn't make it. Go ahead and roll to assess the situation. A partial success, I think, you can get it, but she'll know, and a full success, you can get it and she won't.
Okay.
And it's one of these elevators that she can go up without the key card. It's just down. She needs the key card.
Okay, so that is. Let me make sure which one.
It's plus
of
superior.
my- Oh no, I'm more thinking about which condition affects it. Is
Oh.
it guilt? I have guilty. Yep. So that's just it's a 10.
Okay. Full success. You're able to swipe her key card without her noticing as she sends herself back up.
Just like present the key
hit.
card to someone.
Are you looking through? Well, no, because Dev doesn't have his helmet on, so there's no way you have video access. I guess you would have video access.
If I'm in the security station, I'm sure that I can look through the cameras.
I'm trying to figure out how much detail you would be able to see through the cameras.
Well, okay, question I would have is, if the cameras don't give me much, is there a way that I can go further
Enhance.
into the security? Well, no. I more mean go deeper into the security system to see things that maybe wouldn't be immediately accessible. Like look through files, folders that recently went through something. I don't know.
Roll to unleash your powers.
This is me in the security room in control going, which folders important?
This one says not porn. Must not be porn.
Please don't
Totally.
open that one.
Oh no. So that's a 5.
Oof. You get experience.
Yay.
Yay. So yeah.
sure do.
I'm gonna say you are not able to access any of the files about this floor. You have one stagnant camera that's like right above the elevator. So you can see the team, but you can't like see any of the details in the room.
Okay, then I think just in the earpiece, I'm going to say, "Are you all okay?" And is there anyone in there with you? I might be able to stop the elevator from here just to buy you some time.
We need to
Okay.
just move, I think. Unless anyone else has a better idea, I think it's time for a little beanstalk to break through the elevator shaft here
Mm-hmm.
and climb down it.
Marquise is having a moment. I have that. 4th floor is where we need to be, or we need to go further down,
So
like much further down.
4th,
Because we're on
technically
3 out
you
of
don't
4.
know. None of you know what's in either of these floors. None of you have been, well, that's not true. Quincy knows what's on the 3rd floor. None of you know what else is, like, 4th floor or farther.
So ostensibly, I know that there isn't, like, I don't think I have seen a Supermax prison for supers, right?
You have not. You have seen memory banks in the literal sense of memory and not the computer sense of memory.
Mm-hmm.
Remember me.
I think that Quincy would think that it's more important to get the physical body out first.
Okay. So then you don't need to tell the group.
Val?
Oh, I'm trying to make decisions.
But without Quincy telling you that there's memory
I
banks
know.
here, you wouldn't know.
I know, I'm trying to decide if he just takes off to look for Jack without anyone knowing. But I think for now he's probably gonna stay with the group until shit goes sideways for him.
Wait, I know you betrayed us now, right? Or
Yes.
do we?
You put two and two
Did
together.
everyone else know it as well, or I don't know how that reveal happened.
No, so you tried to warn everyone, and you're like, hey, this is a little sketchy, but I think you're the only one who's put, like, 2 and 2 fully together now, if you wish to out the traitor while you're all, you know, running
It's
around.
you!
Use.
J'accuse!
You cheated
among us.
That was the call. That's why you felt guilty. It's your guess. That the person
like-
who decided to just leave and go to change their clothes and then decided to do a call. Yeah, it's.
Can I go invisible, please?
No. Anyone who has on your. No,
Wait.
You can't decide that's Anon. You're not the GM.
I would like to
Hold-
turn
hold on.
invisible and run.
I just have one quick question. Did you literally just say that right now, Sanan?
I'm gonna get stabbed.
I think
So
so.
I would like
He did.
Cool. That's all I needed to know. All right. carry-
I mean, you were telling me that those.
So Val can turn invisible, but you have no access to the elevator, so you are stuck on the 3rd floor.
Well, I turn invisible, they can't see me. I'm just gonna start looking for either memories or Jack. I'm just gonna turn invisible, run, and start looking for memories or Jack.
Reaching and everywhere I can see you, like just like any empty air, like.
Okay.
You're there. No, you're there. No, are you there?
Hey.
You hear it.
stop.
Oh,
No, please.
you hear his voice. Is this making you feel better? And then footsteps running in a direction.
Anyone else gonna try to catch the traitor?
Hey, this feels like not our not the primary goal. I think we need to go one lower because if I was keeping prisoners, I would keep them as far away from people as possible.
We are in an elevator.
No, we're right.
Wait,
You're on the 3rd
What
floor.
are you
okay,
all?
Never mind.
What are you all seeing right now? Can you give me some kind of lay of the land? I'm not seeing many notes about what's on the lower floors. You have to have access.
Speaking of, Quincy, sorry, Dev. I have a key card for access to all the floors here. I took it from the headmistress.
Does she have access to the 4th floor?
Her keycard goes everywhere.
Great. I'm gonna call the elevator.
You get 3rd floor, and then the moment you realize, wait a second, we can go further, run off the 3rd floor and go 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4.
Val, roll to assess the situation for me.
Yeah.
Can't feasibly give Cywarp a roll to see someone invisible.
Let's
I
assess the
can-
I want to
situation.
believe you're redeemable.
I
Well,
can
you need to help us
feasibly
then.
give Ash a roll.
That's 11.
Ash, would you
Oh,
like to
thank
roll? Would you like to connect with the few plants that are in here to try and find the invisible friend?
I would very much love that.
Cool. Roll to unleash your powers.
I live in fear now.
Now, this is in our like safety zone amount of unleashing of
Yes,
powers,
yes.
right?
I will let you know when you are
No.
using unsafe amounts. What do you mean no? What'd you roll?
If you just give us a
No, he asked if this was safe amounts.
Oh,
I'm
you are
pouring
saying
all of
no.
my power
Okay,
into
you are
this
overexerting
because
yourself. Okay.
I have just found out that this person has betrayed us.
Mhm.
Well, okay, I will try and search for them, but when I find them,
Okay.
I can't make
So
any promises.
right now we
but
are
I
within.
will use normal, yes, within
exertable
normal
I'm
amounts
limits.
of
feeling
energy.
guilty. I can feel the guilt. That's how I
Oh,
got them.
you too late, homie. You too late. You didn't just said, hey,
You too
I know
late,
you guys
homie.
are here to try and save this little girl that Ash has tried to save and now feels horrible about getting snatched up because she was the only real family he had and the person that he was taking care of. And now that we're here to try and save this little girl, you're telling me that somebody that came with us, heard us plan, was broke bread with us and whatnot, has betrayed us. And now you're gonna be like, oh, but he feels guilty. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna feel guilty when I snap the neck 12 times.
But maybe
Each
their
vertebrae.
guilt can help
Yeah,
us
each
snap
one.
other
That's
people's
like a glow
necks
stick.
Okay,
40
Sanan,
times.
that's perfect. I love it.
I'm not
Inside the game. Maybe it can
all
work.
those tricks look alike. Look.
Bees understands. Ash is snap, crackle, and popping. I'm just letting you know.
Okay.
Fine.
So
I feel like I am, as a therapist, obligated. Let's everyone take a deep breath for a second. Everyone just take a moment, we're gonna do a quick box breathing. So we're gonna inhale for 4 seconds. And then we're gonna hold that for 4 seconds. Then we're gonna exhale for 4 seconds. There we go. Now, Ash, what did you roll?
I'm sorry, that was plus what?
If you are rolling to assess the situation, it's plus superior.
Plus superior.
Yeah.
Okay, that is a plus 0.
Okay.
So I have rolled a 7.
Okay, that is a partial success. So
I would like to selfishly spend all 3 team. No, I'm just kidding.
we don't have team anymore. We're not in a fight.
What do you mean we're not in a fight? Well, we
we
about
gonna
to
be in a fight. We gonna be real fast. So I will say, with the few plants, so like the plants that are down here are like little house plants. They are like in tiny little, so they don't have like a big network. Like when you were outside,
Yeah.
you could like Lorax it and speak to the trees.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
one is like you can get little pings, basically
Mhm.
off of the like carbon dioxide that Val is, excreting. The plants are able to kind of pick
Yes.
it up. So you can get the room Val is in, but you cannot get the exact location Val
Oh,
is
that's
in.
perfect. That is
So
perfect.
as you are sprinting, Val is in one of the like farther back rooms that have just like the tech version of like filing cabinets. So like they are filing cabinets, but like when you open them, it's like I'm immediately thinking floppy disks, which is bad and not
Like hard
technique like hard drives,
Hard drive.
exactly. My brain's like
Gotcha.
floppy disks. But like hard drives, and they're all labeled. And so like Val is in that room specifically.
Jackson Phantasm,
Um,
Phantasm memories.
So I think everybody would see that I do that, like I focus, and then the moment I get a ping, I'm just running towards that room
And I want to.
unless somebody stops me.
It will be Mr. Bright.
The strong one.
Who sees you
Again?
start to run and like puts a hand on your shoulder, just says, "So listen, they are one person, we are many. Let them go so we can save your friend."
Bing! So hopefully the elevator gets here.
Priorities.
Like Sage doesn't say anything, but Sage, like before that sentence finished, you felt him actively pulling from you, trying to like get away. And once you say that, you feel that stop. But that is it. I don't say anything. I don't look at anyone. I just stop.
I think it's he'll like stand behind you, like both hands on your shoulders, just like slight massaging, but he's just gonna whisper directly to you, and he just says, "I know how angry you are right now, and you have every right to be. But let's fuck shit up when we and your friend
Let's go. What do you want
are
me to do?
safe." It turns to Quincy. What do we want him to do?
You're in the elevator with us.
We're getting on the
going
elevator.
down.
So I just walk into the elevator.
Val, as you are scanning through all of these memories, one before you get to Jack's catches your eye, and that would be one Annabelle Sparks. It seems to be 4 or 5 different hard drives of memories that are stuck in this filing cabinet of memories. You can grab them if you want, or you can leave them as you continue to look for Jack's.
I can grab them and it won't like mess with my progress to look for.
No.
Cool. I'll take them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you now have memories of Annabelle, and you also have memories of Jack. Jack's memories look different than Annabelle's. Annabelle's hard drives are just hard drives. Jack's hard drives are like hard drives in the like little plastic security cases that Walmart puts their video games in. So there's like additional like physical security on there. There's probably other security other than just the physical box, but you can see the physical box around Jack's memories.
Mm-hmm. Cool. So I find those. I take them. And I still have my phone on me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, can I call them again? Can I call the
Sure.
people? Cool. Do they pick up, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Yeah, just so I did what you asked. They're in the building. I can tell you they're on the 4th floor. I would like my friend and I would like us to go, please.
You just hear a laugh. And then the voice of the individual who you usually speak to alter. It becomes not one, but multiple voices speaking at once.
It's dissonant.
Yes. You can feel like the phone in your hand become like physically cold as these multiple voices just begin to laugh. The laughter goes from the phone to in your head. It is no longer someone speaking to you, it is someone speaking through you. As you just hear, "How cute. You thought you could actually make a deal with us. Goodbye." And as goodbye is stated, I need you to roll to take a powerful blow.
That's a 4 and a 6. That's a 10.
A 10. A 10 is bad. You have the choice to remove yourself from game, lose control of yourself in a powerful or terrible way, or you can choose 2 from a lesser list. If you want to choose 2 from the lesser list, let me know and I can read them to you.
I want to choose 2 from the lesser list.
Okay. So you are unable to lash out verbally and provoke a teammate because a teammate is not here. You can give ground and let your opposition get an opportunity, and struggle past the pain and mark 2 conditions. So those would be your 2 options.
And
so you have to do both. You have to give your ground and struggle. Okay, so the 2 conditions you are going to get are afraid and angry.
Amazing.
As you hear this like laughter, the room around you grows shadowy and dark. You are quickly transported into a different version of this room. You are no longer on this plane. You are in Dissonance's realm. You have to either find your way out, or you could get stuck here. In Dissonance's realm, you can see that there is multiple visions kind of playing before you. You can see, like, visions of people who were here in the actual realm before you. So you can see scientists, like, moving in and, like, typing things on the computer and, like, having conversations. You can see the day that Jack was brought in, completely unconscious. You can see his memories being removed and distorted. You can see these hard drives kind of being placed into computers, and like you can watch these memories being replaced with different ones. So in what was these happy memories of the team and the memories of what truly happened on the day Jason snapped being replaced with this image of Jason going absolutely fucking nuts and slaughtering Annie and slaughtering his team, being kidnapped or grabbed by Aegis, and it being this huge triumph. That is the memories that are being replaced. So the true memories are these in these hard drives. You can also see fast forward. It's like everything is like on fast forward. You can see Quincy using the same room. You can see Quincy bringing in his unconscious sister, having the almost exact same steps, the exact same movements as the scientists who fucked with Jack's mind, doing the exact same to his sister. You can see the movements are like exact. It's like a mirror image of these like scientists fucking with Jack's memories and replacing them, and Quincy doing the exact same to Annabelle. You can see, the memories being, instead of replaced, just being repressed. The memories are being taken out and nothing is being replaced with them. You can see that, like, standing in a corner is the same scientist who removed Jack's memories, seemingly instructing Quincy on how to do the same. As you kind of come out of these images, as you look around, you notice that the memories in your hands are not true memories. In Dissonance's realms, they are the false memories. So they are Jason being evil. They are this blackout that Annabelle had that she cannot seem to remember or come past. You are stuck in Dissonance's realm. And the longer you stay, the more it is going to make you go insane.
Great.
Back
Can
to the
I roll
fourth
to-
floor.
Oh.
Yep. No, you gotta stay there for a little bit. You gotta sit in that.
Nice. I get to cook.
Of all of us to be stuck in Dissonance's realm, Siren, who just freaking listened to all of campaign 1, is the most equipped for this situation.
I am prepared. This was a month ago for me.
So fourth floor, you make it down. I'm gonna have Ruby roll again to assess the situation, see if you can find, more stuff instead of just a single stagnant camera on floor 4. Jesus Christ.
Absolutely. And I would love to perform a fastball special here.
Sure.
Since Quincy is on the ground and I am in the office.
Yeah, the
I'm
cover
gonna
blown, so just like everything is being fed
Mhm.
through my
Uh,
earpiece.
Now, the question I have is one of us has to take the lead and the other assists. The leader can roll the adult move, overwhelm a vulnerable foe, and
Mhm.
can use this to like take things over like a situation. The assistant has to mark a condition. I have no condition, so I'm happy to be the assistant if you want to tell me kind of what needs to happen.
Yeah, I'm
Cool.
happy to do that. And then I mean, I would be rolling, right?
This means that you get to do a cool thing, and I'm going yeah behind the scenes and hitting all the buttons in your scene and go beep boop,
Beep,
beep
boop.
boop.
So overwhelm a vulnerable foe is plus danger. I'm going to spend a team selfishly to shift my labels to make that 6 a 7.
Okey-dokey. I don't have the adult moves because I was not prepared.
It's on the thing, but
I don't have it.
on
Got it.
two
Sorry.
on a hit. Oh, well, so on a hit, the fight's over. So I'm guessing that is like us not being in the system or whatever. But on 7 to 9, I choose 2, which is I take a powerful blow in turn, I hurt my foe more than I intended, or I cause serious collateral damage. So my guess is um the most applicable would be me taking a powerful blow and collateral damage.
Yep. Go ahead and roll. Take a powerful blow.
Will do. 5. We're good.
You are fine. As you are standing there with the help of your sister, you can feel these, like, you know when the hair on the back of your neck begins to stand up? It feels like that, but almost like it's like a hand, like someone is trying to grab and like caress the back of your neck. You're able to kind of like shake it off for a moment and be like, that was fucking weird. As you make your way down, I will tell you about collateral damage later. So, Kit, you are able to see a lot more of the 4th floor with this information. There's multiple different cameras because it's a prison. There are cameras outside of every cell. Not in, but outside of, so you can kind of gauge and see what doors are open, things like that. You can't necessarily see who or if anyone is inside, but you have a lot better view of, like, all of the corridors and stuff.
Okay. I in that case, I'm gonna be man in the chairing and letting them know. So I'm gonna let the party take this, but assume that I'm going, yeah, take a left here, take a right here. So
Okay.
that's what I want to happen, is making those hacking checks to get doors open for them. If I see security coming around the corner, I'm happy to make rolls for that. But I'm here to be support. Oh, and absolutely take a chair or something. I realizing that I haven't really
Against the
locked
door.
the door,
Tim,
and
Tim's gonna come
Tim's
in.
gonna come in at some point.
and lock. Yeah, at some point Tim's gonna come in, and I think that I put a sign on the outside saying took over your shift. Something's wrong with the computers. Take a 20. Take a 20, Tim, and then I leave a little Fanta outside since I know his
I
favorite
love it.
drink. And then close it and
Okay.
lock it.
I love it so much. All right. So those of you on the floor, on floor 4, what are we doing?
Just trying to find the wee bab, really.
Cywarp, roll to assess the situation. I think your powers would probably be the most helpful here.
True.
It's what?
Superior.
Superior.
Can't hear you.
Oh, that's a 4 and a 3 plus 1, 8.
8. Okay. You can ask one question about the situation. It can be anything you want, including where is the child. But if there's a different question you have about the situation, you can ask.
Where's the child?
You are able-
So, we don't murder people, more people than we need to.
You are able to sense 2 very different emotions. One is like a calm comfort, and one is an emotion that I guess you wouldn't really call it an emotion. You only ever experienced it twice, and that is when you took emotions from someone else. The lack of emotion, the numbness of a human who is unable to feel. They're both coming from the same room.
That way!
As we're going,
Mhm.
we'll like turn to Sage and ask the question, are we underground?
What I would assume so, because we went down in an elevator. We kind of ran in on the ground floor and then went down, right? Yeah. So
Uh,
I would
then
just
the-
look at him and be like, I guess, yeah.
Well, my reason I ask is if we go up that elevator, we're gonna have a problem.
Yeah.
So what if we went through a wall instead?
Okay.
Or we need to go in that direction, which is not the elevator, right?
Well, while we're going that direction to get to
I
the
think
place
he's
where I'm
talking
working-
after you find the
After we
child.
pick the
After
people
that,
up.
In the
we find a
escape
different
route.
direction because the elevator is not good. They're expecting us there. We find a different way. You have power. Like you lift me all the way up to the atmosphere. You could punch a hole through here, right?
We're going to find out together.
Yeah.
Um,
Station. Team building. Yay!
you rush to this room. The door is locked, but we'll
Coping with
say
my hopeless condition. So
we will say Kit
No.
pretty easily opens the door for you. And you are greeted with the sight of Janice and Jack sitting on the floor using what little scraps, maybe some dust bunnies and like a piece of cloth from the blankets, playing tic-tac-toe. They are very clearly making the best of the situation in this room. And they don't really pay you any mind when the door opens.
We don't know who this adult man is, right? Yeah.
haven't we seen pictures of it? I've seen pictures of it.
You
right?
probably
Because the Golden
have.
Prophet shit.
Yeah, you probably have.
Yeah. I would
Negative
sprint
Nancy,
in.
right?
I would like shoulder check people
The
running
OG.
through to get to the cell for Janice.
As Cywarp's like, I know you. It is not.
Guys, he's supposed to be dead.
Jack is not
It's a,
paying any attention. This is not like the name Negative Nancy means nothing to him. Janice, however, looks up, and when she sees Ash, she looks terrified. She looks utterly horrified and like pulls herself away. In that moment of like fear, Jack interposes himself between Ash and the child.
Does please?
Oh, go ahead. No, go.
Does the child have the Argo?
No.
can I sense what is the source of this fear towards?
Yeah,
Jake?
she truly believes that this is a bad person who's going to hurt her.
But like, is it instilled emotions?
It is a memory that she has. A memory of him doing bad shit.
I would rip off my mask, and I mean, just tears pouring from my eyes. I'm trying to call to her. I'm like, I lean around this stranger, whoever the fuck this is, and I'm just leaning around like, Janice, it's me. Are you okay? I've come to save you. What's going on? Are you all right?
Not having it. She like quivers. You can see her like grabbing onto Jack's leg, and she just like under her breath, like her voice quivering, is saying, "Don't let him take me, Daddy. Don't let him take me."
Oh, let me think, because
Hey, Ash, why don't you just roll to take a powerful emotional blow?
Of course.
Why don't you just do that?
Of course.
You are Jack, right? Like Negative Nancy Jack.
Oh, this is
It does not
good.
connect to him. He does not
This
know
is
what you're
plus
talking about.
emotions.
You used to be a super badass
I mean, plus
superhero. You got
conditions?
those
Yes,
like
it's plus conditions.
cool snake bite piercings.
Cool.
I always thought that you look not as cool as without them. But that was the thing.
It was. He did have piercings.
Yeah,
I don't know if
but
they
it
were
wasn't-
snake bites, but I don't remember what they were.
I remember
3?
finding out what those
That's
were
fine.
because of that. Because of
Take a powerful blow, because you want the opposite. You want low numbers, so you're able to wither the blow.
No. No.
Oh, you
I got an
wanted
11.
to. Oh, an 11. Okay. You can either take yourself out of the situation. This does not mean death in this current situation. That's the one exception to this rule. You can lose control of yourself and your powers in a terrible way, or you can take 2 of the 7 to 9 options.
Well,
We know what Ash would do out of these options.
we know what Ash is going to do
Okay.
out of these options.
Okay. Bye, everyone.
Yeah. So
Hospital all over again.
Oh no, the hospital was child's play. I'm tearing this fucking place to the ground unless someone stops me. So he just stands there and like backs up as she's saying all this, like not understanding what's going on. He's gone through hell trying to get this little girl to save her, and now whatever reason he knows that they've done something to her, and now she sees him as a monster. And that's he was barely holding on. Like he was holding on because of the fact that everybody was with him and he thought he could save her. But he doesn't see any way around this. As far as he knows, they've altered her memory. He remembers from when he tried to take out the I forgot her name, the fucking orphanarium bitch.
We literally forget her name every time.
Yes.
So I don't fucking remember.
But with her, he knows that they can do, they can mess with somebody's mental abilities, and he knows they wiped her mind, so he can only imagine what they've done to her. So he at this point just kind of like backs up a little, turns away, and starts walking towards the elevator.
Okay.
Not saying anything.
Is that where
to
you want to
anyone.
end it right now?
He's gonna walk it. If nobody stops him, he's going to go to the elevator and he's gonna go back to the 3rd floor.
Okay. Mr. Brightside, the one person who wants this rampage to happen, damn it, will fly in front of him extremely quickly, and you watch as like an entire demeanor drops. And he takes off the mask, and his hair like goes
Glowy.
from being glowing to normal colored dark hair. What are you doing?
If they want a fucking monster, they'll get a fucking monster. Get out of my way now.
There are so many ways to fix this situation. But as much as I want you to bathe this facility in blood,
Gross.
I'd feel like a real asshole if that little girl got her memories back and you weren't there. So,
Who says
Let-
she's gonna get them back? Do you know how to do it, Jace?
We'll make sure
Tell me.
it happens.
Do you know how to do it, Cyborg?
We can figure it out.
Yeah.
If you
Oh, we can just
if
figure
you
it
turn
out.
into the monster,
Wait,
they
hold
want,
on, shut up.
They win. That's what
And
they
he's gonna
want.
he's gonna look at Quincy and be like, "What did you say?"
Yeah, I know how. Let's go to the 3rd floor and
Since
you take that
when?
energy and just
How do you know?
we need a tunnel out.
How do you know, Quincy?
We have no time to answer those questions.
All right,
but
everyone, we got to focus on the mission at hand.
Can I okay, so this is where my power goes out of hand.
oh
Because
boy.
he says we need to get to the 3rd floor.
Oh shit!
And I am just going to I want to reach up because there were plants up there.
Mhm.
I want to reach up and I want to bring that floor down.
Oh,
Not the whole floor, but like the section around me.
Yes.
I want to bring that down.
The 3rd
with,
floor
like,
is now the
vines
4th
coming
floor.
down
No, I
to
understand.
where we can climb up.
Yes.
No, not the whole yeah, I just want to crush everybody. Game over. All right, have a good night, guys.
Yeah,
Love you,
rocks
bye.
fall, everyone
Gotta
dies.
Go and Russian shield.
Two things. Where are you on your Doom track?
I am at well, it depends if I exert myself.
Which you are.
I mean, overexert myself.
Which you
which
are.
I am. Okay, sweet. So that is 4.
Okay.
Not yet 5.
As you watch Ash reach up, these vines like shooting from it. Like these vines are coming from nowhere. Normally when you see Ash doing things, he's pulling from outside plant sources. This is coming from within. This man is creating vines with himself to shoot upwards and grab the floor. You can see as he does this, in this like sheer exertion of power, he momentarily, entirely turns green. Like full chlorophyll situation, like Hulk green. You can feel very quickly, Ash, that with this power you feel weak. You immediately know that if you do not get to sunlight soon, you are going to have a bad time, as your cells slowly begin to morph into plant cells as you get closer to your doom. Jumping back,
Oh,
Val, welcome to Dissonance's domain. What would you like to do?
I'm playing stupid games and winning stupid prizes.
Sure.
I'd like to roll to assess the situation.
Go
please.
ahead. Roll to assess the
Okay.
situation.
That's a 6 and a 3. That's a 9. Then it's plus superior is +2. And none of my conditions affect it. That is an 11.
All right, ask your 2 questions.
How do I get out? Please.
Out is a hard thing to do. You can be pulled out by someone who knows you're in there. Too
think
bad
anyone
no
would
one
help
knows.
me.
Too bad no one knows you're in there. Or you can make a deal.
Oh, I will. He will make it. It will make a deal with me.
Mhm.
Great.
Dissonance will make a deal.
Mm-hmm.
What's your other question?
Like
Dissonance
What
loves
is-
deals.
I know. I have in mind what I need to do. So I want to use my other question. How much do I know about Mancer?
What Jack has told you about Mancer is hard to... Anything Jack has told you about any of the former team is kind of like trying to play connect the dots, but 12 of the 24 dots are missing. So guessing the full picture is not quite there. That being said, Mancer was Dissonance's touch point. Dissonance was only able to get to this planet because of Mancer. Playing in dreams is a dangerous thing. And when you open a door in a dream that can't be closed, you let some spooky things in. Mancer did also play the fuck around and find out game, and the find out was Dissonance. However, Mancer being Dissonance's touch point also means that if Mancer goes, Dissonance goes.
Is there anything of Mancer in this plane?
In that plane, not currently around you. There might be something lit somewhere else, but not currently in this section of Dissonance's realm.
Can I try and look for something of Mancer for
Yeah,
a
go
little?
Roll to assess the situation over time.
5 + 2, 7.
As you search this floor, you can notice that things are like the real world, but off. It's like the stupid TikTok trend where people are like, the lamp is different, and that's how you know that you're in like a different or alternate reality. It's very similar to that, where you are like, everything is where it's supposed to be, but they're all different. It's not itself. As you go back to all of these memories, you can see the memories of every other super on Jason's team, with the exception of Annie. However, there is information from Mancer. As you grab them, you can see that they are old dreams. The dreams Mancer put herself in that slowly gave dissonance power. You think if you can find a way to you yourself or other people go back to those dreams and get rid of Mancer's presence, you can probably get rid of dissonance.
Okay. And
Doesn't help because you're still in, his realm,
Yeah.
but,
So as soon as I've had that thought, I'm just gonna turn. I don't know if there's any kind of focal point that would represent dissonance. If there's not, like,
Nah.
he's just gonna like look up at the sky, and like, is it my powers? Is that what you want?
For the first time, dissonance takes a human form. Human-ish. It's Jack standing before you. A shadowy, fucked up version of Jack who stands before you. He looks beaten to shit. He looks just disheveled, like clothes torn. It looks like he has been through hell. It looks like the way the news portrayed him after the alleged attack by Jason. Just destroyed. However, plastered on his face is a sickening, very toothy and jagged grin. Eyes completely white on this very, like, black, smoky version of Jack, as multiple voices once again speak out from this creature. Why, that would be too easy.
Take his face off.
Does it bother you?
What do you think?
I think for someone with control over emotions, your emotions make you weak.
You're right. Can I use my emotion control to take away my emotions?
Sure.
Cool. I do that.
Roll to unleash your powers.
Okay. 3 and a 2 is a 5. It's a 6. So yeah,
Okay.
no.
Nope. You want to, you try, but seeing Jack in that state, you cannot push away that emotion.
Bit too fucked up.
Do you care to make a deal?
What do you? Yes. What do you want?
It's less what I want and more what I need. You take those, and it, its hand, its arm, like, extends really uncomfortably long, like a shadow during, like, high noon. Not high noon, that would be over your head. But you know what I mean. Shadow, light, stretching really far. It, like, gently caresses the, like, Mancer, documents that you have. You make sure no one gets their hands on these. You run to the ends of the earth, never to be seen or heard from again, and you guard those with your life. And then I'll let him go.
He comes with me.
He can
We'll
come
never-
with you.
You'll never hear from us again.
Deal.
Deal.
You can see the shadows around you, like, drop immediately. The entire team is, well, not the team. You look down, and there's a big ol' hole in the floor plant-wise.
I just peek over.
Yeah.
Like,
You
oh fuck.
have these documents in your hands, these, the Mancer documents, the, pieces of the dreams that have the way Mancer opened these doors.
Mhm.
And those of you who are looking up can see that half of Val's face has gone dark. Like, half of it has turned into, like, melting shadow, while the other remains the same. As the half with melting shadow kind of looks down, it begins to reform, and it is Jack's face on the other half. He is with you, just not the way you remember him.
Oh fuck.
You have Jack
Wait,
with
so-
you.
So you just physically made half of my face.
So Jack's memories, personality, He's with you. You can hear his voice in your own head. He is
Oh,
not
he's pissed at me.
physically near you ever. He is not a physical person anymore. Dissonance has taken the essence of Jack and basically
Made you a system.
he has physically stitched you with a shadow version of Jack.
Marquise, I would like to apologize for what I have done to your guy.
So yeah, you never said for him to, need to be a person with you. You just said have him go with you.
I forgot I had to be a lawyer.
Yeah. Dissonance
He
is
still
fake.
wants.
The monkey paw curls.
I still want Jack's, physical body to come with me.
You
as
can go
well.
look for it.
Yeah. Can I go invisible again? Seeing as he is down there with the people who
I was
want me
gonna
dead.
say,
I
point of
don't want you
order.
dead, I want
Can you not see them through the giant hole that's just appeared
Yeah.
on the floor?
You can see Jack's body through the giant hole in the floor.
Jack's body is it breathing still?
You can see Jack's body through the giant hole in the floor.
Oh no.
Jack is with you. Jack is not with Jack's body anymore.
Oh. Well,
Mm.
turning to Quincy, saying, "You can fix memories, yes?"
Gonna do my best.
I just want to remind Siren you asked to play this game. I just want to remind you
I
that.
I know, and I'm so happy. I
I
regret
was gonna
nothing.
try to
Just
give
in shock.
Jack everything I know that the Golden Prophet has given me
Just
to remind Jack of who they were. That's what I was planning on doing.
Well, Jack
Change
is
anything.
not Jack
But
anymore.
Marcus, I'm sorry, you were saying.
Jack is gone. Oh god.
No, he's
I'm
still
going
there.
to just walk. I don't have time. I don't have time for this, so I'm just going to say I'm very sorry to the both of them. I'm very sorry, but we must hurry, and I will move quickly and pick them both up, and then take them to the 3rd floor. Where are we going, Quincy?
Wait, pick me up too. I need to work on it.
I got little legs.
Hey,
Puppies.
wait,
I
no,
would-
I'm in a uniform. Crap.
I would like
I
to.
can get on your shoulders as you pick them. I just need
Come
to
on.
touch his head.
Cywarp
As
wants
this is-
uppies.
As this is happening, I would like to just extend the vines that I used to bring down this floor
Mhm.
all across that 3rd floor, so that if anyone, whether they wish to be seen or not, move, my vines will feel it and I will know where they are. And I would like to raise myself in a very horrifying and thematic manner up to this, like Doc Ock, yes.
Cool.
And go ahead.
Mark your Zoom track.
Can I?
Yeah, what's up?
If Jack is with me now,
Mhm.
does that mean Jack's power negation is with me now?
No.
Cool. Okay, that would have been really funny.
Human
Sick.
Jack is with you.
Human Jack, worth it. Okay.
Yeah, you have the human Jack who has been nothing but sweet to you, and his voice is still with you. You hear, the kindness and the care and the love.
Oh, he doesn't hate me?
No.
Oh, I fully thought he was gonna hate me. Great.
Oh, is it stuck on a loop?
No, it's not just Jack going, I'm proud of you. I'm proud.
Yeah.
That
Way
is
to go,
fucking terrifying.
superstar.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Kylie, you did it.
So yeah, we'll take all of the people up, and I guess I have to take Quincy. So it's 4 people. He is lifting 4 people at the same time.
No, Ash is Doc Ocking himself, so only.
Well,
And
it's
I'm-
Quincy.
I'm in the
Yeah.
office.
Oh, Janice
Cywarp, Janice,
and Jack's body.
Jack. Yeah. So there are
Oh,
4.
no.
There are 4 beings. He's lifting quickly, and he's like, Quincy, where now?
Yeah, so I'm gonna. I know what chamber. The
Mhm.
camera just saw the chamber, so I'm gonna do that and try and find
I would like to
Janice's file.
pause for a moment. Beast, what is your doom sign?
What?
Oh, my doom sign?
Yeah, you marked 5 doom. I would like to know your doom sign.
No, I haven't marked 5 yet. I'm
Oh,
at
but you
4.
just did when you Doc Ocked. Try
Oh.
again.
Fantastic.
Damn it.
Great. I love it. All right.
Try
So
again.
my doom sign. So I go in order, right?
I don't think so. I think you,
You
get
can
to
pick
choose.
whichever one you want above the line.
Yeah, you get to
Okay,
choose, and then
um,
it's once you have all 5, you have to take confront your doom.
Hmm.
We'll let you think about that while we
Yeah.
head to the memory banks.
By the way, I'm contacting the Golden Prophet. I don't know if that changes anything, but
You want to reach out to Golden Prophet?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you say?
Hey, sup? How's it going? I know you hate me right now and you don't want to talk to me, but like, I just found Negative Nancy Jack here. Everyone thought he was dead, but he's alive, and he's a husk of his former self. From what you've told me, I've actually studied everything you've given me up until this point. You think I'm a lazy bum, but actually, I like read everything a lot. So I wish you would actually give me some credit here. So I need you to help me bring him back, please. And maybe we can do something right now. Hi.
You just hear.
Also, thank you for believing in me. I know it's really hard for you to do so, but I really appreciate it. And I know I disappointed you, but you know, what is life without some certain disappointments and then redemptions, right?
You
don't
just
do that with the
hear
military here.
a sigh. The very classic, overwhelmed Golden Prophet sigh.
You can hear me. Thank you.
I never stopped being able to hear you.
Aww.
Unfortunately. You have a lot of faith in what I can do. And bringing
Yeah, 'cause
back
you're the
someone
fucking
from the
prophet.
dead is not something I am capable of doing.
Yeah, no, you're like the most like badass hero out there who's like survived the
Flattery is not going to bring back Negative Nancy from
I
the
believe
dead.
you can help me. What?
Flattery, though welcome, is not going to bring back Negative Nancy from the dead.
Really? I'm not gonna be able to do anything. You're gonna just let me die here? Is that what's happening here?
Your vitals look fine.
Well, well, it might not be fine in 5 minutes. You know, we
can
could use
reassess in 5 minutes.
The powers of the OG.
Yes, Marquise.
What?
Oh no, I think it would just be saying to Annabelle, just saying, okay, so I think we're gonna be going out horizontally, so please try and find a way for you to get yourself out in a very safe and inauspicious manner.
Can do.
Tim?
No, I think keeping it precise to the point, and as soon as they say, all right, as soon as he lets me know they're making their way out the doors, I would just figure out which exit they are headed towards and find a way
The
to
floor.
discreetly open the door, make sure no one's really coming down the hallway, and then try and make my way out.
So they haven't left yet, but when they do, yes.
Yeah.
Golden Prophet.
Give me something. You know I can like instill memories, right? Give me something, anything. Help me here, dude.
If Negative
mentor?
Nancy was there, would there be an assumption more of the team would also be there? Perhaps they could be of assistance.
Oh shit.
Guys, I'm sorry, but like the rest are here too, I think.
Listen.
Find them.
Puts Janice into the machine. And looks at Quincy and Green Ash. Looks at Green Ash and is like, he is going to unleash his
Forehead
powers.
kiss.
He's going to unleash his powers in a way that he can generate what he would believe to be sunlight, because that's what a plant needs to grow. Plants need electrolytes. They like Gatorade.
Yeah.
They do.
Specifically
the light
before
blue
that
flavor.
happens.
Yes.
Before that happens, Anna,
Yeah.
I have chosen
Yeah, what you got?
Dark Visions.
Nice.
Mark your Doom track to have a vision about the situation at hand. After the vision, ask the GM a question. They will answer it honestly.
I like how they had to put they will answer it honestly, I think
Yeah.
specifically for me.
For you.
Yeah. Specifically for me and my
It does
self.
say in parentheses for
For
Anna.
Anna, yeah, it's weird. They wrote it in the book.
Yeah.
As you are standing there, Mr. Brightside trying to pump like light into you, your vision goes like stared into the sun too long, like bright and then dark. What I will ask, what do you want the vision of? Do you want it of Janice getting her memories back? Do you want it of the escape? Do you want it of getting the other heroes?
Mm. Mm. It didn't say to ask me all these questions, Anna. Oh, don't give me all these choices. Shit.
We can come back to you if you want.
I'm got what? Okay, so it was Janice, escape, or what?
The other heroes.
The other heroes. I'm not paying attention to the other heroes thing,
Okay.
so he would not care about that. Um, yeah, I guess about Janice,
Okay.
because he's not at this point not seeing himself escaping, not planning for that to happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
As your vision kind of coalesces on Janice, you can see her memories returning. You can see the immediate relaxation when she recognizes you again. The joy, the happiness on her face as she sees the one person who has been like really and truly there for her. And then you can see the horror, heartbreak, and pain of also seeing her father's lifeless body just chilling on the ground. As a 5-year-old can handle, a 7-year-old, however old I made her, I don't fucking remember. As a young child can handle the death of, their parent. You can
As
see
young child TM, theater age 5 to 8 years old.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And it's weird because there's like a 10-year-old who's trying to get cast, and you're like, that's weird.
Yeah, but they have to make sure that they stay at least under 5'8". Otherwise, I'm sorry, they can't be cast. It's too
Exactly.
tall.
Too tall for Janice. Anyway, you can then see the battle you have to have with trying to get her out before Aegis comes a knockin', because they will be coming a knockin' and knockin' soon. You will see a decision that has to be made between staying or going. If you go, you can take Janice, but she will never forgive you from pulling her away from her dad. If you stay, you will be... It will not be guaranteed that you will not make it, but it will be damn near impossible. Your team will not stay with you. It will be you alone.
Okay.
Janice will stay with you as well.
Son of a bitch. See?
Hard
That's some
choices,
bullshit,
hard
Anna.
choices,
That's some
hard
bullshit.
choices,
No,
hard
because
choices.
Anna put that shit out there and she saw the resolve in
Yeah.
my eyes and she was like, wait a minute, no,
Yeah.
fuck you. Janice will stay
You
too.
can
I'm like,
ask
"You
one
mother-"
question and I have to answer it honestly.
Can you come back to me on that?
Of
That's not the question.
course. Thank you
That's
for
not the question.
specifying.
The monkey
Uh,
paw.
Val,
Yeah, the monkey paw.
you
No.
are invisible, but you are here among the team, and Jack's dead body. Well, not dead. Lifeless corpse. You are here. You know your job via dissonance has been to take those and run to the ends of the earth. He technically didn't say anything about helping the team escape or not helping the team escape. If you wish to do that before you skedaddle and take Jack with you. Well,
Before I head on
take
out.
Jack with you.
Does Jack have any feedback for me?
I mean, yeah, he has his memories back of Negative Nancy. He doesn't have his powers, but he has his memories back of being Negative Nancy.
Mhm.
And I'm going to leave it to Marquise. Marquise, what would Negative Nancy say in this situation? Having been given this, direction by dissonance, but also seeing a team in need. What would Negative Nancy say? Can't hear you.
That winning the war is more important than the battle at the moment. So I think that Negative Nancy would just say, you have to stay, and point them to the others of the team to get them out, because they are the key to winning overall, even if Jack does not get his body back.
Okay.
That's what Negative Nancy would say.
Oh god, I don't know where they are. Does Jack know where they are?
I mean,
Or did I see anything in Distance's realm?
presumably they would be, in the prison themselves.
Still
Like,
in the prison.
they'd be down.
Great. See, I can't move because if I move, then Ash's tentacle laser grid is gonna murder
Yes,
me.
the Mission Impossible laser grid will detect.
And he's not quite that agile. So I think he's gonna make an illusion
Okay.
on the so all the cells are all the cells downstairs back on level 4?
Through the hole that
Cool.
you can see.
So gonna make like an illusory arrow back
Blink.
down.
Blink. Blink.
Yes.
Love it. Impeccable.
Light arrow. And then above the arrow, just to label new friends.
Bling. You have a new
These
friends
video
arrow.
game developers.
It's
Fine.
weird.
Legacy, thanks.
Yeah, you got a new friends arrow.
I'm just picturing the weird freaking extra signage in Stanley Parable Part
Yes.
2. Like,
Mhm.
new content!
Yeah.
Yeah.
New friends. Go this way.
Bees, I
Video
need a
game
decision.
message.
Okay.
No, Bees needs to make a
Quincy's-
decision.
Oh yeah.
I love you. No.
All right. The one question I will ask.
Yes. Four.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Mhm.
Appreciate it. All right. No. How can I make sure everyone else gets out safe?
Including Janice?
Yes.
Including the other heroes?
Oh, I don't give a shit about them. I don't know about them.
Well, you said everyone, so I'm trying to
I know,
clarify.
I know. I'm saying right now, Ash does not know about the other heroes. Ash only knows about Janice. He got the vision that Janice got her memories back. And he knows his team is there. And when I say everyone, I do mean everyone but Val. Because Val is only escaping through the spirit realm.
Okay, yeah, okay. There are two ways. The first is to give yourself up. They'll be far more preoccupied with, dealing with a child super, than giving a fuck about your team, especially if they're already on the way out. The other is to fight. And win, but to fight.
And
yeah.
What you said the first one was what again? You said
Give yourself up.
give myself up. Got you.
But as you are having this vision, Quincy has started the reprocessing of Janice's memory. It takes just a few moments. Though, Quincy, I would like you to roll to take a powerful blow because there's a lot of guilt happening right now.
I don't know. what
You're reinstilling
talking
someone's
about.
memory, and it's not your sister's.
That's a 10.
Please let me know when I'm back to consciousness.
You can remove yourself from the situation, not death. You can lose control of yourself and your powers in a terrible way. You can take two options or the 7 to 9 list, or a fun fourth option, which is to spill your guilty conscience.
The what I was gonna choose, which is gonna what I was gonna say, I'll struggle past the pain. I'll mark myself in 2 conditions, and if you would allow it, what I would like to do is be like, Annabelle, are you out? Have you gotten out?
Can't hear you, Ruby.
I'd assume that I can start making my way that direction. Yeah, I'm on my way. What's up?
Okay. Protocol Moon Knight. And I wanna unlock.
She
Annabelle's
drops her
memories.
pants and immediately moons everyone. No, okay. Yeah, you can unlock her memories. Annabelle, roll to take a powerful blow, as every memory you have not had hits you all at once.
I'm
tears streaming down my face.
and
I'm also
it's plus conditions, right?
Mhm.
I'm also
7.
taking hopeless and guilty.
7, you can lash out verbally and provoke a teammate into a foolhardy action, or take advantage of your influence to inflict a condition. You can give your ground, allowing your opposition to get an opportunity, or you can struggle past the pain and mark 2 conditions.
I think if oh, like all the memories.
Every single memory.
I think this is a moment of panic and being unsure what to do. I think that the enemy, the opposition, gets the upper hand because at this point, who knows how long Annabelle's been in there.
Mhm. Okay.
So, yeah.
Cool, that'll come into play later. Quincy, TLDR version, what are the memories that Annabelle gets back? Spark notes.
Yeah,
Tish, Spark Twins, sorry.
the main thing is one day when we were doing some little really inconsequential project with our moms here at Aegis headquarters. There was an attack. A superhero rightly tried to stop whatever project was going on, but that didn't matter in the moment to either of us because it was our moms and us in the same room, and the security was delayed by this well laid plan, and in the moment your brilliant tech mind tried to put together something with one of the watches, and I finished it just barely, but not before it killed the super and you. When everything settled, in exchange for keeping that quiet and showing them what I did with the watch, which was so effective. Well, what you did with the watch, and I completed in a panic.
And got credit for.
You got rebuilt and brought back.
Is that life?
Or is this Annabelle asking me?
I think
character?
probably the memories hit. It's the tangled suddenly seeing all the suns everywhere. Oh my god, I was this the whole time. And while standing over the desk is not paying attention to outside, is not paying attention to the cameras anymore. And you just hear one little buzz in, and she says, "This didn't bring me back." Her.
Yeah, I'm crying.
And it cuts out.
Annabelle, with every new memory that has hit you all at once, one stands out in particular. A memory you shouldn't have. A memory of you on practically an operating table on the 3rd floor of the Aegis basement. You see your brother, and you see a scientist standing behind giving instruction on how to rebuild you. For a split moment, as you look over at the scientist, its body flickers. Shadow takes its form before it returns back to a human. And in your brain, you hear, "Hello, little songbird." And that is where we will end our episode tonight. We have fun. We have fun. We have fun. So much fun. Anyway, We'll give everyone a minute, and then we'll do checkouts. We'll give everyone a second to. We'll come back to Ruby at the very end, because that needs a minute. I respect the fact that needs a minute. We will start with probably the least traumatized this episode, Barty? But not really, because your old character did just turn into
No, this feels
someone
like
else.
Sanan has gotta be.
I can go first.
Yeah,
It's
so just a
okay.
quick check out who you are, where we can find you, and what your least favorite part, because no one has a favorite part of this episode.
Actually,
No one
I
loves
do have a
it.
favorite part of this
Okay.
episode. But
It was a joke. I
I'm-
meant favorite, so yeah.
I'm Marquise, Barty Time, online, internet, ex-boyfriend, Tasha Love Your Smile. And you can find me on Saturdays sometimes, every other Saturday, where we do Descent into Avernus, and apparently I am also there to suffer. That's just what I'm here for, on Aether and Steamworks, just to suffer.
Yeah.
My favorite part, though, literally was the leaving of the Fanta can for Tim.
This is for Tim.
It was just like I just
We
leave a little can for Tim.
love
I'm like,
Tim.
you know what, Tim is the one guy in Aegis who deserves to not get murdered by.
Tim's
Mr.
really
Bryson.
cool. Tim
Tim's
did.
Listen, he's been working here for like 40 years.
He
put
worked his way up.
kids through college. He's been working so hard.
And honestly, Tim doesn't know like all of the seedy stuff about Aegis. Tim's just the security guy.
That's the
and
thing.
he's
He's
like,
been working 40 years on the first floor
Yeah.
security level. Like he does not. He's
too
not
nice.
moving up. He is just doing
Mhm.
his job.
he's a single mom who works 2 jobs, loves his kids, never stops.
I hate you.
Gentle hands. Part of
Survivor.
Anyway, moving on. To Sanan. How about you? Tell us who you are, where we can find you, and what your favorite part was.
I feel like I missed this whole Fantacan bit because
I think you did.
last time I remember it was hearing Tim was like, Tim's a guard there, and I was like, oh fuck, their name's Tim, let's kill him. Because
Don't you kill Tim.
most Tims I know sucked, but also the personal experience. But yes, clearly there's one good Tim out there. But yeah, my name is Sanan. I'm glad we didn't die.
Yet.
With the amount of disclaimers that were, I mean, I guess we're emotionally died. So there's that. Yeah. Favorite part would be. It was nice to see Mr. Brightside suddenly turn like, hey, you gotta do what's right instead of going on a rampage, going all teenager
Don't kill your
Punisher
friends.
for everyone,
Don't kill your friends.
like kill everyone with my powers. I'm not gonna become like teenager Homelander. I'm actually gonna be nice. It's nice. And
Amazing.
and the image of the Mr. Brightside carrying 4 people and 2 of them in his arms and me holding one of them in their head on by the head while on his shoulders being like, remember. It was kind of funny. But
Amazing.
yeah. Also sorry for that, like, it's you moment. I don't know.
It was
like
amazing.
a very impulsive bit.
Amazing.
That was fine.
All right, moving on down the line. Rob.
That's me. I'm Rob B.
Wait,
Rolling.
my earphones disconnected, so I can't hear it.
And as Sanan
Oh, I can hear people now.
as Sanan so brilliantly put it, you can find me at Rob B. Rolling, part of the Game Woven podcast. We're an actual play podcast, building a world one game at a time. And honestly, my favorite part was Sanan constantly bargaining, trying to haggle you. It never gets old for me. It's literally one of those things that I know that some GMs and some players probably don't like it, but I could watch Sanan dig himself deep into a hole all damn day. I think the best part is, Sanan, you will like get little edges, but you give so much. to where you basically admitted to that ages person that you are working with Mr. Brightside. Like, oh yeah, I know him and I'm friends with him.
We're besties. I can get you that meeting, sweetie. I got
You were
you.
like, well, I don't know who this guy is, and I've
Well,
never seen him
pretending,
before.
you know, they know me. They know I can be full of shit sometimes.
Yeah, and you confirmed it, and that's great for
It's
you.
amazing.
No, Sanai, this is not a criticism. This is a star.
I
This
just
I
want everyone to
love.
survive, okay?
I love because it's just so authentic. The stream of consciousness haggling. I could watch it for hours. It's wow.
Amazing. Ruby, are you are you good?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Ruby. I took multiple points of emotional damage tonight. Because I'm pretty sure that my current character is being held and is about to be talked to by my previous character, who is taken over by Dissonance because doomed. So, I
What?
wonder why Dissonance has so many powers over dreams. It's like my last character was a dream mancer.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't
What?
have any
I wasn't
grand plans. What?
I wasn't panicking all episode. The moment you said, "Oh, dreams," it's like, interesting.
Wait.
So I play Annabelle Sparks, or not really. Dun dun dun.
The
as we all
android with
know.
Soft
Annabelle
face.
Sparks' memories and personality.
Yep. The android that thought that they were Annabelle Sparks. And that'll be fun to explore later on. But yeah, I also am a streamer, actor, interviewer with Games Done Quick. So you can find me at twitch.tv/RubyHeart. Otherwise, I'm going to be one of the interviewers and interstitial team members for Summer Games Done Quick in just a few weeks here. So if end of June, beginning of July, you are going to be in Minnesota, or if you're just tuning in, go to Games Done Quick. We raise money for charity. It's great.
Not this year, but next year might actually be at Games Done Quick for my work.
Shut up.
Maybe.
Yes. Come hang out with me. Wait, come
we're
hang out with me.
still working on getting connected, but I might be there. So not this year.
But if you are, you gotta tell me.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Good.
Bees, the biggest of bees. Boopity boop, boopity beeps. Me too. Actually, not me too.
Hello, everyone. I am the biggest of bees. Fuck.
Take your time.
I am a mess right now because of all this, but thanks, Anna. But usually, aside from games like this, I am a variety streamer, speedrunner, voice actor, TTRPG content creator, pixel artist, game designer. I do a whole bunch. Professional loud guy on the internet. I am also a host, interviewer, and love to do couch commentary for GDQ.
I
Really,
will not
right-
tell
for
you
right
if I
now-
go to GDQ. I'm only telling.
Yeah,
Ruby.
that's all right.
Yeah.
Because I only do the black events anyway, so it's fine. No.
You'll take my white
No.
ass over here.
But yeah, right now I'm mainly just doing black events, trying to build those up and make them more popular and prevalent out there. Which, speaking of the wonderful event that Ruby is going to be a part of, the week before that is the Juneteenth showcase. So please check that out. Where I will be doing a whole bunch, and a River City Girls 2 4-player speed run. So
That's
it's
cool.
gonna be cool. We'll see. I don't know. Fingers crossed. We're still waiting on the list. So yeah. I will when it does come out, I will be blasting it everywhere if I got in. But yes, that is about it. Oh, and also check out my podcast, Digiverse.
Ooh.
It is a actual play using the Digidice system by Claire Mulcairn, and it is Digimon, but like this game.
Digimon, but sad.
Yes. Yes.
What if you took Digimon and made it sad?
Yeah. So the power of friendship ain't shit.
Yeah, what is that? We don't know her.
So yeah, but it is a phenomenal podcast. Amazing cast that I have acting in it. It is just good time all around. If you love actual plays, if you love Digimon, if you just love drama, check it out anywhere that you get podcasts. And yeah, that's a part for me.
Yeah, what was your favorite part?
Oh,
Which sadness did you like the most?
oh yeah. Yeah, no, it was all one big old sucksicle. Yeah, knowing I have to choose either to snatch the child that I wish to save and have her resent me for the rest of her life, or let her stay, which that's not an option. Let her stay and get murdered with me? No. So now that I know that she is going to resent me for the rest of my life, this is just the cross I have to bear. And we'll see what happens. And yeah, I'm going to murder Val if it's the last thing I do.
It's gonna be
So-
your epilogue is just murdering
Yeah.
Val.
Yeah.
Speaking of Val, Siren, thank you so much for joining us. Go ahead and do your little outro.
Thank you guys for letting me join. This is so cool. Yeah. Hi, I'm Siren. I am a streamer, a cosplayer, an Ace of Hearts, a psychology and film major. And I stream on twitch.tv/SirenSonnet. I like sandbox games, I like horror games, I like story games. I loved becoming half and half of a person. My little horror brain adored it. But my favorite one, I had a favorite moment in game and then a favorite moment in my head. Favorite moment in my head, realizing that technically I am now Janice's dad
Mhm.
and have parental
Half.
responsibilities for this child.
Half Janice's dad. Well,
Half
a
Janice's
fourth
dad.
Janice's dad?
A third?
Gonna say like let's call it like
I
a
think it's like
fourth.
a fourth?
Buckler's
'Cause you're-
somewhere.
You're half Jack.
Yeah.
So that would
And
make
then
you a
it-
fourth
yeah.
Janice's dad.
Yeah, I have a quarter of parental rights
Mhm,
for
good
this
luck.
kid apparently. Yeah. She goes with me now. And then
I
my
think
favorite moment.
Ash would.
I
Ash
think I
would
should
not.
have a custody battle with Ash.
How much do you
Well,
like
that
being
custody battle's gonna be over real quick.
How much do
Half
you like
the
being
city
stabbed?
is destroyed.
Yeah.
Now you wish you stabbed me in the hospital. No, my favorite moment actually in game was just being in Dissonance's realm. Just the sheer terror
He's
of
fun.
oh fuck, I genuinely thought, oh, I'm just gonna go insane here and be gone.
The longer you stayed, you would have had to take consecutive powerful blows.
Yeah. It's like being in the stranger's realm.
Exactly. No, Dissonance says his realm was a party.
Dissonance-
And my name is Sanctum. I was your man in the chair, the bringer of pain and sadness. You can catch me on a bunch of different things. Eden's Fall is a Lancer actual play podcast that should be premiering where you catch podcasts pretty damn soon. I'm also working on a Monster of the Week podcast, a Other Masks podcast. You can catch me doing a lot of things. Eventually, maybe, hopefully, beginning my own horror podcast with a little system called Don't Rest Your Head, which should be fun. If you think a normal game like this turned horror is bad enough, imagine when I'm given the reins to an actual horror game. It will be so much fun. Thank you all for joining us. We will see you in 3 weeks, as we will be taking a little bit of a hiatus for the next 2 due to trips and planned situations, but we will see you all in 3 weeks for maybe a jailbreak? Have a great evening, everyone. Thank you again, and I do this every time where I start my outro and then forget that I actually have to queue up the outro thing. I'm doing great.
Smash that like button. Subscribe.
That like and subscribe.
Like and
remember
subscribe.
that, many Amazon Prime subs go unclaimed every year. You can rate
They're
over
like
whenever
little
I'm just filling space. And
Bye, everyone.
And we just
Did you